we're going. 6 megabytes. Well, the way those die look is it is an effect, but the way it actually works is it's one and an effect. The Starfleet symbol counts as one and an effect. So if you were to roll that on, say, an unarmed strike where there are no effects, where, like, if you roll an effect, nothing specific happens, it just counts as one. Then we're live. Okay, so everyone here? Fantastic. I will let Lawrence Jacoby take it away with his log. It's been a few weeks. It's been 3 weeks since it's actually been 3 weeks since the trial. Letting you know that. Oh. Great. So, yes, you did get a new chief medical officer. Yes, in fact, we have 3 new players. Demira Corin, uh, Luke Fruill, and Gidrawag? Is that how that's pronounced? Gydra, okay. Okay. So, um, just to sort of reiterate, some of you, since I'd say half of you weren't here for the last session took place actually 3 week, in game, took place 3 weeks ago. So 3 weeks have passed between last week, last week's game and this one. The commander can sort of give you a better feel of what happened, but essentially, the Hadfield was recalled back to Narendra Station because there was a court-martial going on, and the admiral also wanted to bring the previous captain of the ship on as her personal adjunct, which is how we're explaining him out of the ship. Um, but yes, it's been 3 weeks, so we're at the point where you guys have actually been on the ship for 3 weeks now, so you don't really have to go through the introductions, because by this point, you've already become more or less acquainted with each other. So, currently, you are entering the Tyrellier system. It is, well, no, I'm not going to tell you anything about it right now, because that's what you guys are here for. Well, that's what do you want to know? Give me a moment. I actually have to put up the. Oop, I gotta put up the ambience, which is. Let me. Shoot, come on. This is the one problem with this is that moving. I have so many things for this that moving you guys around is a bit of a hassle, so that you don't see anything. Okay, so you're all on the bridge, and you can't really see any planets in the system because, they're all so far into the system, but you do see the sun, and it is a orange sun, sort of filling the, doesn't fill the view screen, but you can definitely see the dot giving off a soft orange glow in the middle of the screen. Alrighty, this will be a reason science difficulty 1, but your sensors reduce it to difficulty 0, and the ship gets to assist. This is you generating a metric ton of momentum like you always do. And could someone roll for the Hadfield? Because you should all be able to see it. Beautiful. Oh, you can't see the... Okay. There you go. Sensor science, and it already says that there's a focus, and the die amount is correct. That you guys generated 4 successes. Ludicrous. Alright. That's 4 momentum. But there's gonna be a bunch more information for you, so you're gonna want to spend it. Yeah. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to type up a bunch of stuff to Lieutenant Silo. Which is how these sessions usually seem to go, if we're being completely honest. Hang on. I feel like I'm missing one. I'm missing 2. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. He has the information that I have just given him, and actually, I'll have him disseminate it first. Oh, hang on. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! I'm sorry. You guys have
That
not.
means that means he did.
Oh no! You guys haven't. I had turned off the desktop audio from my end because I was listening to stuff earlier and I didn't want it to show up on the stream. So no one's been able to hear you this whole time.
Oops.
Whoops. That will not happen next time. I promise.
That's alright.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm a brilliant man.
Pro streamer.
So, Silo, you can give the info.
Okay, so I'll copy and paste this into Roll20 so people can have it, but the system has 6 planets with over 24 rough planetoids in an asteroid belt between the 4th and 5th planets. 3 of these planets are barren, the 1st, 2nd, and 5th planet. The 6th is a gas giant, and the 3rd and 4th planets have atmospheric conditions that preclude life.
So only 2 M-class planets.
No, there are no M-class planets in this system.
No M-class planets.
Preclude.
Alright.
So the way this works is there are 6 planets in this system. For each momentum you spend for the quote-unquote obtain information spend, I will give you more information about one of these 6 planets or the asteroid field.
I think we need to learn about the gas giant.
Yeah, Lieutenant, this is totally on your discretion, so use
Okay.
the momentum as you see fit.
So that's gonna
Alright.
be your freebie.
So yeah, the
And
gas
then-
giant. And then the 3rd and 4th that have the atmospheric conditions.
Alrighty.
And the asteroid belt, if I have another one.
You essentially have 5 momentum. So the way this is working is, you're gonna have all this momentum here, more or less to see if you can find anything special in this system. So, hang on, let me take care of the gas giant first.
Guys, remember, for every minute the GM types furiously, we get a momentum.
Ha
Yeah.
ha ha.
Of
Very
course,
funny.
yeah.
Okay, and there is your information on the gas giant.
I typed in Roll20 the other ones I'm interested in.
Oh, did you? Okay. So,
I didn't get a message from you, Grinnin.
you did it?
No.
Yeah, I did. It's,
Maybe it's just taken some time.
well, it should appear, like, right beneath the first one. It should look like there are 2 paragraphs now. You see it?
No, I got nothing.
Copy paste it and send it to him again. Could be a Discord error.
Or you can whisper me in Roll20.
Or that.
Okay, how about that? Got Got it now?
No.
Okay, how do you whisper in Roll20 again?
/W, my name.
Uh, LT dot J G. God damn it.
If I'm relaying everything, I mean, you can just tell us.
You can just tell us.
Yeah, I guess I could. It's not
Might
as fun.
streamline some things.
Not as fun that way. That's odd that you're
That
not
doesn't matter.
seeing it though.
Yeah.
Tyler, he will roleplay it to us nevertheless.
The sixth planet in the system appears to be slightly larger than the Sol system's Jupiter, with a slightly visible ring. The rings have trace amounts of duranium in them, potentially useful for mining. The atmospheric conditions are typical for a gas giant of this size, with 2 large storms raging around the planet's poles.
And you said that was duranium?
Yes, trace amounts of duranium in the gas giant's rings.
Is anything about duranium common knowledge?
It's a metal that occurs naturally, so it's not odd to see deposits like this.
Okay.
It's not anomalous. It's just slightly uncommon. Slightly.
Is the Hadfield outfitted for mining?
Not really. Duranium is mainly used in starship hulls, so it wouldn't have too much use for you as a ship of your size. So give me a moment, and then I'm gonna. I gotta see what planet you wanted next.
I'm gonna close my Roll20 and see if that helps.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
maybe do that. Then what was the next? Third.
After the gas giant, we were looking at the atmospheric condition planets, the 3 and 4, I believe.
Wait, 3.
I think it was typed in Roll20 chat what he wanted to check out.
No, I know. Actually, did I mention the? I don't think I even mentioned what the third planet was.
Yeah, you just said that they have atmospheric conditions that preclude life. Was it?
Oh, no, I did. The third and fourth planets have atmospheric conditions that preclude life. Okay, so this is the question that's going to bring you down to 2 momentum, I think.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, let me think. The third planet in the system has a atmosphere that is a combination of nitrogen and methane. Again, according to the readings, life cannot exist on this planet. Just way too cold. The liquid methane on the planet's surface. Some have theorized that life could possibly exist in a liquid methane atmosphere. This planet does not appear to be one such case.
And that's planet number 3.
Yes. The fourth planet indeed does have an atmosphere, but that's because of incredibly heavy volcanic activity on the planet's surface. The planet's surface is probably entirely dark. Because there's just so much volcanic ash blocking out the sun. Oh, so now you can see it?
Yep.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know why that happened.
Okay.
Roll20 is a funny platform.
Yeah.
And then the asteroid belt.
The asteroid belt. Okay, this one's interesting. This one I will send you.
There's nothing interesting about the minerals in this asteroid belt, but it seems like the size of some of these planetoids suggests the belt may have been a planet once before.
You don't say. I think we need to have a closer look at that. Ensign Freewill, would you get us in closer, please?
Heading there right now.
Alright, so you guys plot in a course for the asteroid field. There are, as I said, about 24 small planetoids, none of which are particularly, none of them are particularly similar to one another. It all seems
Could
rather-
getting
Hmm?
could getting within range of them be dangerous?
If you fly inside of the asteroid field, yes. But as long as you're skirting the edge of it, your sensors should be able to just give you general readings.
Lieutenant Silo, which asteroid rocks presented the most scan-worthy target?
Can we use another one of our 2 momentum for that?
I'm going to say this is going to be a different roll.
Okay.
And in this case, this is going to be a reason, science, difficulty 4, which gets brought down to 3 because of your ship.
Okay. 1 second. I have the technical expertise, so doesn't that give me an extra D20 if I'm assisted by the computer systems or sensors? I don't have my handbook open right now.
Yeah, I think that's what technical expertise does.
Okay, so I'll roll 3. I'll spend 1 momentum to buy 1 more dice, and roll
Yeah.
4.
Sounds good.
And that's assisted by the ship, correct?
So, someone roll the ship again.
Somebody roll the ship.
I got the ship.
That
Okay.
is a no. No, it's possible that this used to be a planet once, but what caused its destruction, you really can't say. As it stands right now, this is just a rather unremarkable asteroid field with a potentially, slightly more interesting origin than others.
Can I use cautious science to maybe reroll one of those?
Sure. You'll have to get a crit, but sure. Nope,
Bummer.
no dice. So, let's see. You have explored. Yeah, you've gone through. Okay, so you've gone through half of the planets and the asteroid field. That just leaves the 5th planet and the 1st and 2nd.
Very good. Ensign Freewill, get us in close to those planets, and Lieutenant Silo, scan them at your discretion.
Which one?
Whichever one you choose first.
Heading there, sir.
Lieutenant Wag, raise us to yellow alert, just in case.
WAG is the CMO.
Medical.
Then, right, who is the... Sorry, I apologize. Who is the security officer? That's Ensign Corin?
Corin.
Very good. Ensign Corin, raise us to yellow alert, please.
Aye, sir.
And the ship goes to yellow alert. So,
And we will go to... Well, whichever one's the closest to us, one of the planets.
so that would probably be the 5th planet.
We shall go to the 5th planet, then.
What did I say? Okay, the 5th planet is a barren little rock with a extremely thin atmosphere. You wouldn't be able to tell very much that I should have had you roll for it, but I'm gonna give it to you. You wouldn't be able to tell that it had an atmosphere at all if you weren't so close to it. it seems to be just a ball of metal and dust.
Then Silo, scan this ball of metal and dust, just in case we might find something.
Okay. This will be your this will be a difficulty 0 roll.
Was that an auto success?
Yes, the way difficulty 0 rolls work is you actually don't have to roll for them, but you can if you want to generate momentum. But you could also generate complications.
Did we generate any momentum?
You did, you
Two.
generated 2. Speaking of which, I need to make sure to give myself 12 threat. And you guys have
3, I believe.
3 momentum to the commander.
Do we still have breaches in our system?
No, that stuff all goes away.
Everything fixed at Narendra Station. We're as good as new.
Yep, and you have been for a few weeks now.
Okay.
And you guys went the slightly longer way to get back out here. They still haven't worked out the bugs in the canal system. If you-
Bugs being a giant whale.
squid.
Yeah.
thing.
Squid, yeah.
Giant squid.
If you want to tell them about that.
Perhaps we will when
Once
we're done here.
Yeah. So you guys have generated 2 momentum, and yeah, again, as I sort of told you, it's a pretty unremarkable little rock.
Very well then, Ensign Free Will, get us to the last and final planet.
Heading
there
there
are
right now.
There are 2 more. There's the
What?
second and the first planet.
Get us to the second planet.
Okay.
Heading there right now.
Okay. Again, I'm not gonna make you roll for this one. I'm gonna give it to. I'm gonna write it to Silo.
Sorry, am I scanning 1 and 2 now?
Huh?
Am I scanning 1 and 2?
You're scanning the second one right now.
We don't need a roll for that, I think James said, right?
You're not gonna need a roll
Oh.
for this one.
Or
On.
And we have 5 momentum right now, right?
Negative, we have 3.
3.
So is navigating through or around the asteroid belt pretty easy?
It can be. It's with the improved thrusters of the Hadfield, your ship's size, you could navigate the asteroid field with relative ease. It'd be probably like a difficulty 2 check.
Because we are going from the 5th planet to the 2nd planet now, correct?
Yes.
So are
And
we
I
going?
I don't think we passed through the asteroid field. The asteroid field is an entity of its own.
Yeah, it's you can pass over the asteroid field.
Okay, that answers my question.
I'm going around it.
Hang on.
Are you typing out something
Yes.
to Lieutenant Silo? Yes, okay.
Okay, there you go. That's the second planet.
The planet has no atmosphere currently, but there is a thin layer of rust running across open pockets of iron, like scratches on the planet that suggest it once did have an atmosphere.
No signs of life, I presume?
None.
Signs
Oh.
of warfare?
Yes, anything from the past, perhaps?
That'll be a that'll have a momentum spend, and the answer to that is also no.
Okay, momentum taken away, no problem. We're at 2 now. Very well then, it looks like there's nothing to see here. Let's move on to the first planet. Ensign Free Will, if you will.
All
Already on our way.
Give me a moment. Gotta move some stuff around. Just trying to keep everything in order. Where is that? Give me a moment while I fuss with everything. I don't know why why moving pages around in Roll20 is so difficult.
Roll20 is sometimes very difficult. But there's no other platform that I can think of which offers the same service, so.
Yep, I wholeheartedly agree. So, here we are. You are at the first planet away. Now, roll a Reason Science difficulty 2, which brings it down to difficulty 1. Assisted by the ship.
And roll ship as well.
Yeah, I got it.
Get our momentum back, right?
Yep.
No,
We rolled a 2, and you said it was difficulty 1.
yeah, you rolled 2 successes, so you get a momentum. So, I type it up to Silo.
Great.
And, there you go.
Can you define that last term?
Um,
What does that mean
uh,
in the quotations?
yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so this planet is comprised of nickel and iron composites, but it isn't spinning the way the orbit suggests it should. It's locked facing the sun, its star in one direction, as Earth's moon does.
Very well, Lieutenant. Now, in regular speak, could you explain what that means to us?
Um, the moon isn't, or the planet isn't rotating around the star. It is not rotating on its axis. It's facing one direction, completely rotating around the star.
Well, it is rotating, but the rate at which it's rotating means that the same face of the planet is always facing the sun. It's the same thing that happens with our moon. You never see a different part of the moon, because the rate at which the moon rotates means that it's always facing the same way on Earth.
Very well. What kind of conclusions can we draw from this?
We spend momentum to see.
We spend a momentum to see what it is, or what it means.
Presumably the way you can determine it is that some outside force appears to be acting upon the planet.
An outside force.
So we know that something's changing the rotation of this planet. Something destroyed a planet.
Very well. Lieutenant Silo, work alongside with the rest of the bridge crew and determine what could be the cause of this this occurrence.
let you
I
know.
expect a report in my ready room by
I
0800.
will say
next.
right now there is more information to be gleaned from this planet, if you want to spend the momentum, because what Silo just got there was technically his free question.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. We have 3, so we'll go ahead and spend 1 more.
Go ahead.
Anyone have any suggestions as to what we might learn besides an
The
outside
source?
force?
The source of the outside force?
What about the sun?
Oh yeah,
I
is
think
the-
investigating the sun is a good idea, but that would probably be like a separate investigation.
exactly. So we're trying to focus on the planet right now. Did it show any sign? Well, does it show any signs of civilization? What we can determine on scans, or use a sign of used to be civilization there?
Or just any interaction with humanoids, maybe, just to broaden the scope.
Like, are there any structures down there that we can tell by scanning or something like that?
It's a planet of nickel and iron, I think. So maybe it's just being used for mining by something, and that's causing the rotation or something like that.
Well, GM,
Hang on.
we're spending the momentum.
So there are 2 structures on each side of this planet, one on the lit side and one on the dark side, both of which sound equally fun.
Right, Lieutenant. Can you determine what these structures are?
I
I think that-
will cut you off with that right now and say that the as it stands right now, well, no, actually, you could get a at the range you're at, you could zoom in on one of the structures. You can zoom in on the structures if you would like.
Very well, Lieutenant, on screen, zoom in.
Which one are you doing?
The one on the left side of the planet first?
The light side?
The light side, yes.
Okay, you zoom. It takes a little maneuvering to get into a position. You're essentially right in the sun's rays. Your ship is able to more or less stand up to it, but you figure that the radiation on the heat and radiation on the planet's surface is unbearable. It would melt pretty much anything down there. And on the view screen, where the so-called structure should be is just entirely flat.
Okay.
The whole thing is just flat.
So it was a false reading?
Or perhaps cloaked.
May we use our sensors to see if it is cloaked, like try and penetrate the cloaking device?
You're trying to detect if something is cloaked down there?
Yes.
Alright, that's going to be a reason science difficulty 3. Because I'll spend a momentum to make it so.
And we have 2 more momentum, don't we?
Yes, you can use
Yeah,
one of those
yeah.
momentums to aid your rolls.
And this is aided by the ship.
So the difficulty goes back down to 2.
And technical expertise.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay. So you gain 5. No. You gain 5. You gain 5 momentum, which I think puts you over.
No, that should just be max, correct?
Okay.
Because we had
in that
1
case-
left.
Yeah, that's 6.
Okay. So, as far as you can tell, there is no cloaked structure down there.
Very well. Lieutenant Ensign
Is it-
Freewill.
Is
Over
it
to the-
underground?
What?
Oh yeah. Is it under the ground? Perhaps. We need to
I-
scan separately for
I
that.
will-
Would we
I
not?
will let you spend a momentum for this. It would appear that this structure is built into the planet's surface. Not very deep, mere feet. It's like maybe 4 feet deep, but it's built into the planet's surface.
Okay. Lieutenant Silo, what can you make of the conditions inside of the structure? Can we see anything? Can we breathe down there?
That'll be another momentum to spend.
That would put us
Please.
down to 6.
Yes, please use it.
That
We're extra anyway.
It would appear
Suitable for an away team?
it, I will answer that in 2 ways. First off, the structure appears to be entirely mechanical, with no room for moving around. And second off, if you were to try to send an away team down there, you would boil immediately. The heat the heat on the planet's surface is just too fantastic.
So maybe
even-
going to the dark side and trying that one.
Even underneath the structure, the temperature would still boil us.
Well, as I said, the structure is only like 3-4 feet deep.
Lieutenant Commander, is there anything that you can reason from this mechanical structure?
Good question, Jim. Based on our scans, can I determine anything?
With his engineering skill, might he have some more insight?
I am gonna say in this case, no. I'm gonna spend 2 threat and say the solar radiation you are currently dealing with is interfering with your readings because you are just so fantastically close to this planet's sun.
Hmm.
Alright.
Commander, might I suggest we look at the other side of the planet and the structure there? Perhaps it will give us more answers.
That is a good suggestion, Lieutenant Commander Vlok. Ensign Freewill, get us to the dark side of the moon and be careful if you will.
Moving there at a cautious speed.
Okay, so you move to the dark side of the planet, and you slowly see the crescent of light fade away over the planet as you enter the pitch black side. Beneath you is all black, but you are picking up the structure on sensors. And if you want, you could zoom in and turn up the gain to see it.
Lieutenant Silo on screen, full zoom.
And this is what you see.
Ooh, that looks nice.
Hello.
And
Something out of Star Wars.
And you can't see too much. You can't see any real color in this, but you can see quite dimly small little orange points of light on some of the buildings, but they're very faint.
I have a focus in anthropology. Is there anything that I recognize or?
I'll tell you. With the focus, I'll say you don't even have to make a roll for it. You don't recognize this at all. This is something totally new.
Ooh.
Okay, Ensign Corin, scan the structure if you detect any weapons, please. Lieutenant Silo, focus your scans on life signs primarily.
Aye, sir.
Okay, so you're making 2 separate rolls.
Exactly. The security officer is going to roll for weapons, if there are any weapons on the station, and the Lieutenant Silo is going to roll for life signs.
All right, so this is going to be the first roll from Corin. So, do you know how to roll in this game?
Not really.
Okay, pull up.
I
your
can show her.
Yeah, pull up your character sheet.
I'm right next to her.
Yeah.
What's the roll?
The roll is going to be a reason security difficulty 2 brought down
Assisted by the ship sensor.
the ship's sensors security.
So difficulty 1.
So difficulty 1. But it's sensors security, not sensors science.
Does her focus in? Oh wait, no, that was for anthropology.
Yeah, I'm gonna say anthropology does not apply here.
Yeah. I was just looking at the sheet. Okay, so. I can't remember what untapped potential does.
It's untapped potential is something that only comes into play if you succeed at the roll.
And sensors security.
Yep.
For the ship, yes.
Oh my god, will you guys stop rolling so bonkers well?
How much did we generate?
We're 1 over at the moment.
You generated, I
Very
think,
good,
3
so-
momentum.
We get to ask a question.
In dynamic duo.
God.
Ask lots of questions because
so-
Philo's gonna.
So hang on, first things first.
So now basically we have 7 momentum, right?
The max is the max is 6 though.
Yeah,
so we're gonna spend for 1 question, hopefully.
I know that is 6, but I was just like,
Okay, I sent you a message, and that's the information you glean.
It doesn't appear this structure has any offensive capabilities.
What about defensive capability?
I will let you spend the momentum for that.
Yes, please. There you go.
It appears the structure has an inactive shield generator of unknown size and power.
Can you determine the origin of the shield generator?
Or if I might add, if it can be activated, might be a little bit more pertinent.
maybe we should ask if the station is powered.
Well,
Yeah.
that's more to the roles that Lieutenant Silo has to make, I think,
I suppose so.
because what Ensign Corrin rolled for was basically weapons and other sort of like defensive systems and offensive systems.
We know they're not a threat, and I think that's enough. I guess we shouldn't really care if they can defend themselves because we should hope so.
Yes, exactly.
So I can see if you want me to scan for life forms, power.
Any sort of life forms and power.
Okay, that's gonna be, again, reason science, difficulty 2, brought down to difficulty 1 by the ship. I swear to God! Stop rolling so
Hey,
well!
look, there's a reason we took those advanced sensors, right?
So yeah, you get the free question plus then we have 2 more extra.
So 2 extra free questions, yay!
Okay, no life signs.
Okay, Lieutenant, is the station powered up?
The station. No, hang on.
Station is not powered
No,
up.
hang on. No, I'll send him a message.
I'm guessing it's all mechanical like the other side. What if it's an android civilization? That'd be so cool.
What if it's something like the Romulans, man, and the Remans?
Okay,
Space zombies.
there you go.
Oh no.
The station has minimal power. Life support is turned off, but functional.
So, is the station suitable for an away team?
Yes.
Ensign
Skis.
Corin, gather up all of the
Should-
bridge crew and prepare an away team. I will remain
Affirmative.
here in radio contact.
Everybody?
Are you keeping anyone else with you on the ship?
I will be alone on the ship, and I'll take like a few ensigns maybe with me.
I
NPC.
made a support character that you can use.
Wait, does that include Valak?
Yes, Valak will also go.
Okay.
I don't know if you can see him, but I made.
Yes, I can
instances
see him.
that-
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, you shall depart to the station. Report anything that you can find. I will be in immediate radio contact should you require assistance.
Are we gonna beam there, or are we gonna take a shuttle? Can we beam there?
Life support is turned off.
Oh, life support
Yeah,
is
we'll just
minimal
have
on the
to
station.
do it,
So...
No, it is off. I said it's off, but it
Yeah,
can
it's
be-
Oh, it's off.
But it
Yeah,
can
we'd
be,
EV
it can
suit
be
it.
restored.
Yeah.
Very well then. You will shuttle over and EV suit into the station.
Nice.
I suggest that our first mission, once we reach the station, would be to turn on life support.
Very well, and also turn on radio systems if you can find any, and get in touch with the Hadfield.
Now, how close? Okay, so you guys are going to take a shuttle.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I scan for a place that would be
Um.
most
Like a
effective
dock?
for us to dock? Yes.
Sure.
Or use a momentum?
No.
Or actually, yeah,
This will be a roll, I think. This will be a reason engineering difficulty 4.
Difficulty what?
4.
Ooh. Can Valak help me?
I'm gonna say no.
How many momentum do we have?
We're full at the moment, so
More than enough, so feel free to use any that you might want to use.
Is this assisted by the ship?
Yes, it is. So,
So is that difficulty 3?
sensors engineering.
Can
And
I
so
help?
the difficulty goes down by 1. So you just do make it. Yes. It would appear that, let me ping it on the map. It would appear that this structure here is not makeshift, but its function would appear to be some kind of a shuttle bay of sorts.
Okay.
Are we aware of where the power systems are?
I assume that's up to you when you enter the station.
Yeah, and perhaps Lieutenant Wag could help us with that. That's probably
Yeah,
more.
I'm trying to give you. I'm trying to give you guys the hint that you're trying to answer a lot of these questions that you're meant to answer down there.
Yeah, no problem. Let's get going then.
Very well. Ensign Corin, you're in charge of the OA team. Godspeed.
Hi.
Well, actually, who's the most senior officer? Who's gonna?
Yes, but Ensign Corin is the chief of security, so it would make sense for an away team to be commanded by a chief of security.
Okay. So that's gonna be all of you. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So you all go to the transporter room.
No, the shuttle bay.
Oh,
Shuttle.
shuttle bay, right? Let me quickly. You guys are throwing a curveball at me here. Gotta. Because, do any of you guys have the Command Division book?
Oh, I think it was linked somewhere. Was it not pinned in any of the channels?
I don't know, but I think I've sent it to you before, Jacoby.
I'll give a quick look while I still can. Give me a second.
Yeah, because I might have you take care of this. Because I'm about to make a new. Because this is the first time you guys are doing are making a shuttle.
I've got the command book here with me.
You do? Okay. Give me a moment. Hadfield shuttles.
What's the size of our shuttle bay?
It's regular, so you can only have scale 1 shuttles.
And how many?
Two?
Really, you can have as many as you want.
Okay.
It's just what kind of shuttles you can have.
What page am I looking for, GM?
Hang on. I'm trying to super quickly throw together a shuttle character sheet for you.
Oh, do you want me to link you the command book or
No,
send
I
it over
have
to you?
I have the command book. I'm trying to set it up so that you can put it together while I'm running stuff with the others.
Aha, okay.
Because
Yeah, I'll be done here and with this thing in half an hour. So I'll try as much as I can to finish it.
oh yeah, you're still busy. Oh great.
Half an hour. But I can, like, in the middle of a break or something, I can do it, no problem.
Okay, registry. Okay, the page it is on is. I'm sorry, I was really not expecting you guys to take a shuttle.
That's okay. We need one anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for future missions.
It's 68 there.
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is. 68. So, probably you're going to want to pick between, like, the Type 9, Type 10, Type 8. Yeah, probably.
I can't see that, so any quick overviews for the rest of us?
Okay, the... basically, the Type 8 has weapons, Type 9 has weapons, Type 10... It's odd that they all have weapons. I don't think they're supposed to. Oh wait, no, it is. It is. I remember now. These shuttles don't have weapons by default. If you want them to have weapons, you have to give me threat.
Oh,
You could
we're
have
not
that.
in need of weapons right now, so I think we can skip on the weapons bit.
You don't know that.
The Hadfield is more than equipped to deal with any threat we can face here.
So they all have talents. The Type 8 has rugged design, which makes it easier to repair. The Type 9 has an improved impulse drive, which is what the Hadfield has. And the Type 10 is difficult to repair in space. But it has more... But I think it's a better shuttle and has more weapons if you choose to bring it.
Mr.
I
Freewill, have any suggestions?
Yes, I think something with maneuverability.
So the Type 9? You'll take
Is that the one with the impulse?
The improved impulse drive, yes.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But again, the improved impulse drive, I believe, only really functions if it's due to a increase in difficulty because of environmental conditions. So it might not be relevant, it might be relevant. You don't know. So just
So
be aware that that's what that
basically-
talent does.
Basically, that doesn't help us dodge a bullet.
No,
Not that we'll need to be dodging any bullets.
but that's what it does. Or, oh no, wait, improved impulse drive. Actually, that's something different altogether. I forget what improved impulse drive does. God damn it. I wasn't expecting to have to research an entirely different kind
The-
of ship this session.
The thing is that I'm really concerned about landing there and getting out of there in case something goes bad. So that's why I was thinking of maneuverability.
Come on, oh my shit.
Balak, you might want to make a support character who can beam us out of there pretty effectively.
In truth, it might be better to have me stay on the ship as well then, because I literally have a transporters and replicators focus.
Okay, here it is.
If the chief of
So
security
maybe
wishes
make
to
a
stay on
support
board.
character to go down.
When the flight controller succeeds at the impulse, attack pattern, evasive action, or ramming speed tasks, they can spend 2 momentum to increase the difficulty of attacks against the ship by 1.
So it does help us dodge a bullet.
Yes, actually. It's
I like this.
it's more so it's more so designed to help you dodge a bullet. Whereas the
So
other
type
one,
9 then.
huh? Type 9.
That sounds like type 9 is what we're
Yeah.
looking for.
Okie doke. Well, I have the stats in front of me if we need to use them, but I'd like to keep things moving.
And Lieutenant Commander Valak will then stay on the ship with me to beam out the survivors if such an occasion should occur.
Valak, do you have the character, the NPC building rules?
I just
Not
used the
on me right
creator.
now, but
Or actually, we'll have
That's
we'll,
right,
we'll,
yeah.
have, we'll have Jacoby do it.
You can
Yes,
use
we
the most
will.
hideous creator to do it in like 2 minutes.
Huh?
yeah, I can just use the creator. They have a support character thing there.
Okay. Support.
Yeah, it runs you all through it on the
No,
on the
I know
website.
it. I know it does. It's. I'm currently throwing together a bunch of last minute stuff that I didn't want to have to throw together.
It's alright.
Okay. There you go. You have your engineering support character to work on. So.
Gotcha.
So currently. Let's see. If I
Klingon security, Valak.
Here, and then I move
Give us
you
a big wharf.
from here to here.
Ooh, that's a nice shuttle bay. I like that.
Yep. So there is your shuttle, and let me change the ambience because you're no longer on the bridge. You are currently. I want. Turn down.
As
low.
an RP element before.
Hang on a minute. Just hang on a minute. Just please. I think this is what I want. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, I was saying as an element of an RP, before we go, you would see me like going on the nose of the ship, like touching it and talking to her, telling her that she needs to get her there safe. And you would see like chatting. You would not understand what I'm saying, but like whispering to it.
Whispering to the ship. Interesting.
The ship whisperer.
I kind of want to just go up behind you and just like put my hand on your shoulder, just like take part in that.
Yeah, you would see me jumping when you do that. I would be like, what?
We all hold hands and say a prayer around the
And
shuttle.
sing Kumbaya around the campfire.
Okay. So are you guys are going down? Okay. So to bring this shuttle down onto approach is going to be a control con difficulty 2.
Okay, now I would need help with the roll.
Okay, so. Oh, God damn it, I also have to see what your talents do. Oh, they're.
You just click on control and then click on con.
Yeah,
primarily.
yes, you click on control and you click on con, then you click on. You click on how many dice you are going to roll in the task roll. You see the thing that says task roll and it has numbers
Yeah.
1 through 5? You click on 2 because that's the default roll. The complication range sits at 1. Actually, I'm gonna make I'm gonna be a meanie and spend a threat to increase the complication range to 2. And you do not have a focus that applies here. So,
What's the difficulty?
difficulty is 2, as I said.
You can feel free to use an inspiration, a momentum point.
Yeah, I'll use the momentum point for one more dice.
And what do your talents do? Oh, and you do have cautious con, so you get to re-roll one of them.
Exactly, that's why I spend one. So now where do I press to actually roll?
Wait, World of Warcraft sound effects?
The little Starfleet emblem next to task roll. pretty sure Jacoby is.
There you. What? You didn't. You didn't actually set. That's odd.
Null attribute.
That's weird. Okay, so both of those were success. Two of those were successes, but one of those is indeed a complication.
But
Oh.
success complication?
Huh?
How does it work if he gets a success and a complication as well?
Okay, it means that he did succeed at the task, but I'm gonna make something happen.
Yeah, but I can actually re-roll one of those dices.
Yes, you can.
There we go.
So
do it.
Okay.
set that back to 1, and make sure the attributes and disciplines are selected this time.
Yeah, I have con and control. They are both highlighted.
And the complication range is still the same, it's at 2. And you're only rolling 1 dice this time. Okay.
And that's a success. So
Then
there's
that complication goes away. And you get a momentum. So you slowly
You get
glide.
3 momentum.
Huh?
3 momentum because you got 5 and it was difficulty 2.
Those aren't actually 5s. This sheet rolled it incorrectly.
Oh.
Because see how it's like null attribute, null attribute?
Yeah, it happened to you as well a couple of times.
Oh,
So-
gotcha. My bad.
So those 2s are only 1s, and that red 2 is supposed to be a complication failure.
okay. So basically, we get the momentum back
yes,
that
you
I spend.
That is
Okay.
exactly what happens. And it's but at this point though, we are about to enter, I should mention, I totally forgot, leaving on the shuttle is entering a new scene. So you guys lose a momentum.
Oh no.
Nice.
So, gotta,
Yeah, so
I gotta
3
remember that.
moment.
Okay, so now the next step is you have to dock at the you're trying to dock at this shuttle bay like structure. So that's going to be a control con difficulty 3, but I think you have a talent that helps you. 'Cause
Also, feel free to use the momentum that we have.
what is it again? Precision maneuvering.
Precision maneuvering, maybe.
Yep, reduce the difficulty of a task by 1, so it's difficulty 2 again.
Still, feel free to use points.
Yeah.
because,
I'm gonna get one more dice, so that's like 3 dices and 2 complication range, right?
No, no, I'm gonna turn up the complication range again. I have to spend another threat to do it, but yeah, the complication range is still 2.
So you have 3 dice, complication range 3.
So complication range 3, right? Not 2.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's 2. Because this is a different task, but I had to spend another threat to keep the complication range where it is.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it's 2, 3. Okay, I'm rolling.
That's just enough, and I totally forgot, but the shuttle is supposed to help you.
Okay, then
Doesn't
somebody
matter.
can roll. Can roll right now.
I'll
got it, he got
I'll
it.
handle it, because I have to quickly throw in a couple of stats for the shuttle. Because you're the Type 9?
Yeah.
Shuttle. It's going to assist with its engines con. 7. And actually, this is docking, so I'm going to say structure con. Which is 6. Structure con. It's only assisting. It has a focus. Complication range 2. And shabam. No success, but you still succeeded at the task. So yeah, you managed to find a and again, I assume you are all in EV suits.
Yes.
Yep. You
Yep.
find you find that the door to this shuttle bay is open, and you slowly glide the ship inside, which will put you not here. I just moving you around is a pain. Wait, do I not have the? Oh mother, give me a sec. Where is it? No, no, no. Do I not have it? Hang on. I hate everything. No, not that.
We can RP while you look for things.
Yeah, go ahead. Please do that.
Yeah, so when the ship is landing, you would see me like pushing all the buttons, really confident and everything. Like everything works smooth, and I landed. And as soon as the ship lands, you would see like patting the console, and then having like a really good smile on my face.
The actual
And-
ship whisper.
I think we should try and find a way to get these airlocks to work, perhaps.
One. And then.
Maybe secure us a small atmosphere on here before we proceed. But I guess we might need to get the main power on to do so.
And I believe it's this one. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff prepped for this one. So, this is what the shuttle bay looks like when you land.
Looks like there should be some Borg walking around.
Yeah, it's a bit creepy.
Since it's futile.
So, do I know if I can get the shuttle bay closed, or do I need to power up the whole station before I can do that?
It would appear that the door, does have controls in, this little command place up here. But you'd have to somehow figure out a way to interface with the alien terminal, or you could try to force the door shut.
Xenotechnologies and me are old friends. I'll be able to figure it out. We can proceed off the shuttle bay and make it up there safely, correct?
Yes, it's just these stairs.
I'll be the last one in the group that leaves the shuttle.
All right, shall we proceed then?
Yeah.
Let's go, team.
Alright, so are you going to try and close the doors, or are you going to venture further into this facility?
Well, I think we're going up to the control room to try and close the doors first off.
Okay, now to close the doors from there's a barely lit terminal in there that seems to be locked off from all the rest of the complex's systems, but it does control this hangar, so you could try to see if you could get it running. This will be a control engineering difficulty 4.
Difficulty what?
4.
This is why I wanted the lock to come with you guys.
Yeah, it's okay.
Is
Anyone else have experience in engineering that could give me a hand with this?
I do not.
I have 3 in engineering.
That's all I have as well. So why don't you give me a hand, Mr. Freewill? And focus in Xenotech.
Yep, I will. That is absolutely what this is for.
Do we have any momentum?
Yes, we have 3. Yeah, 3.
Okay. I think I should use 1 then.
Sounds good.
So, Free will roll control engineering, but roll 1 dice since you're helping. Do you have
And
a focus for
complication
this, maybe?
range? I have cultural studies, if that applies.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, then I don't have. Or computers. I have computers.
I will allow computers.
Okay, then I have a focus. And what's the complication range?
Just 1. The door does not close.
I think I might be able to cautious science. Or no, it's not. It's engineering.
Yep.
Technical expertise. Oh no, that's assisted by the ship. Dang it.
So I'm gonna say no. That door is currently open. Fortunately, the rest of this place seems to be more or less air sealed from the rest of the facility. So
Okay.
the whole rest of the place seems to be in a very near vacuum anyway. So if you could just get the life support back up and running, you'd have air in the rest of the facility except this room.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, let me adjust
I
But
think
we
it's.
need-
Go ahead.
Do we need to move to another computer terminal to do that? Did you say this one was completely cut off from the rest of the
Yeah.
facility?
Yeah. If you want to if you want to access anything else about this facility, you're not going to do it from here.
I think it's important we all have our phasers set to stun, and that we're cautious when we're entering.
Do we know where the entrance is?
Yeah, you see these you see these stairs here. Yeah, there's sort of like a door here, similarly here.
All right. I think we should proceed into the rest of the facility then.
I'll go ahead and start walking up the stairs first.
Okay. Yep, you go up the stairs and there is a door. And the
One question while we walk around, my character will look. Are there any writing on the walls or anything like that?
nope.
Okay.
So, let's see. You leave the hangar. And you find yourself in this corridor. It would appear that it just goes in a straight line. So, sort of, this is a good chance for you guys to just sort of get your bearings about this place. Because, right, you can't really see it, but behind this pillar here appears to be a terminal. But it's totally fried.
I would look out the window. Do I see anything strange?
You see the, let me think, because I'm trying to think of where it was. Just quickly pulling back up the map, so you guys can see it. You guys landed here, and you were walking this way, so the window that you're looking out of is here. You see this structure here, about, maybe a kilometer away.
But do I see anything strange about it?
I mean, it's an alien structure, and you sort of see this barren, cold, dark side of the planet. But other than that, no. Everything is just cast in this shadow with tiny little points of this light orange poking out every once in a while.
Does it seem as though it's always been dark and they've, had it so the light acclimates to that, or?
Well, looking around in the corridor that you are in, you see numerous, right along here on the ceiling, those are light fixtures. They're just turned off.
So it seems the structure's been here while it was dark. I guess I want to continue up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't we have a look at the burn terminal?
I
I'll
can
be
check
right
that
back.
out.
I just need I need a minute.
Why I'm asking is because if the we can see why that terminal is burned. Maybe there's like a power surge or something, or like weapon things.
Yeah, I can check it out.
That is a good idea.
There are no weapons, offensive systems on this station, though.
Yeah, but maybe somebody invaded and it was a fight or something, a struggle or something. That's why I'm saying, or somebody
Yeah.
just just destroy it because they don't want anyone to work at it. Even sabotage would be interesting.
Yeah, it seems like the only security they have here, to the best of our knowledge, is just a shield.
And the question is, why is it off?
Maybe the other side was on, and that's why we couldn't make out the structure as well.
That's a good point. I'm gonna
He
use
did
that.
say it was all like underground, though.
And I'm back.
The team have been having discussions about what to do.
Okay.
CMO just left, but we can proceed, I suppose.
Oh, is it like something came up?
She said she was just using the restroom really quick.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Have you guys decided on something?
Yeah, we're gonna look at the console.
Okay. This is gonna be this will be another control engineering difficulty 3 check.
Alright, I'll spend another momentum and have, Mr.
Wait, hang on. Another engineering check?
Yep. Control.
Okay, do these EVA suits do they have cameras in them? Like a face cam that we can, see what's in front of them?
What do you mean?
If we were on the bridge?
I think they might actually. Yeah, you can follow along with them, I think.
Could
All right.
Lieutenant Commander Valak offer verbal assistance via the communicators?
I'm gonna say no.
But can I
Because
assist
this is
since I'm there?
this is an unfamiliar alien technology.
Since-
Yes, you can still
Okay.
assist.
Focus in Xenotech.
Yep.
Focusing computers?
Mm-hmm.
Very
That'll make
useful
it good.
focuses.
No, I said it was a difficulty 3,
Oh, I thought you said 4. Nice.
so that does it barely, but it does it. And yeah, the basically you find that the reason the terminal wasn't turning on was because the power was trying to get through the broken system was more or less non-essential. So by rerouting power around it, you're able to get the terminal up and running again.
Oh, so it's accessible now.
The terminal is accessible. It would appear that this terminal is not really one that lets you control much of anything, but you can probably find some information on it.
Computer, where can I find life support systems
Okay.
controls?
It pulls up again this map. Let me bring this over to it, and the life support systems are located here.
Shouldn't we be looking for the command thingy so we see what was going on here? Because maybe if we turn that on, we wake something.
You want to look for the main control console.
Something that will actually tell us why is everything off, basically.
Computer, why is this station powered off?
It gives you a not lockout, but the computer does not answer your question. It would appear that you don't have the clearance to access that information from this console.
Is it the same if I ask it when it was turned off?
That it will tell you. and it reads out some information that to you appears to be just a bunch of code. You might have to decrypt that, but it'll be a simple check.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
To reason what this alien output means. Because you got the terminal working, that doesn't mean you can understand it.
Focus in xenotech or computer systems.
Yep, I will allow that. And this will just be a reason science. Reason science or reason engineering, difficulty 2. Oh, great, you generated a momentum. Fantastic.
You betcha.
So it would appear that this place ceased functioning over 7,500 years ago.
Wow.
What?
What was the function? Can you ask?
Yeah, that will be a momentum.
Let's spend it.
It doesn't give you any specifics of how it is accomplished, but according to what it is telling you, the purpose of this whole facility is power generation.
Ooh, that's interesting.
And there
Well, speculate it's some sort of solar radiation generation.
And furthermore, there are some further bits that pop up on the map for you. This here pops up as storage. This over here pops up as the word access. And this here pops up as the word control.
All right. Well, I think we head to control, make this place breathable, and then maybe beam down the lieutenant commander and his expertise.
I'm looking around. There are no cultural identifiers. It's just metal.
What do you mean?
Like nothing that would suggest who or what was here. Like anything that might be unique to. It's like
their species.
Correct.
I will let you make a. I'll let you make a reason medicine roll, difficulty 2, to figure out something based on this terminal and just the architecture of the building around you.
Okay, so you'll have to just walk me through that a little bit.
Okay, so pull up your character sheet.
Yeah.
So whenever you make a roll in this game, it's WAG, right? Yeah, WAG. So whenever you make a roll in this game, you select an attribute and you select a discipline. In this case, reason medicine.
Okay.
And the default roll is 2. So the task roll is set correctly, and if you have an applicable focus, you click yes for focus used.
I have anthropology and cultural studies.
I will allow anthropology.
Okay.
And the next thing to mention is if you spend a momentum, your cautious medicine kicks in, which means you can re-roll a die. So if you
Can you repeat that?
If you spend a momentum, which will let you roll a third die, your cautious medicine talent kicks in, and you can re-roll one of them.
Okay.
So, do you guys want to do that? Do you want to spend a momentum? Or would you rather save it?
That would be our last one, so I'm leaving it up to the crew to decide.
What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 2.
I would say it's not necessary then.
Yeah.
Your
so
choice.
Just roll 2 dice then. You click on the little Starfleet symbol that says task roll. You succeeded.
Great.
And not even because of your focus, you just rolled a straight up 1. Great. So you can actually determine something interesting. Based on... actually, no, I'll send this to you. I'll send this to you, because this is just one of those interesting little tidbits that I want you to be able to disseminate. Message, and... There you go.
Okay.
So feel free to give that to the rest of the
So-
crew however you like.
All right. So Dr. Wag, well, she says, okay. Based on the data encryption and just the way the terminal is laid out, I believe whatever species that built this had hands with 4 radially splayed fingers.
So no thumb finger.
And more spread out.
Yep.
Right.
Like evenly spaced.
And you will see my character trying to match that with only 4 fingers of his hand, like on the console.
Yeah, and not really succeeding. So
Does anyone
Would she know?
who specializes in history remember any specific species that have hands like that?
I don't know if my cultural studies would go with that.
I'll say with what you guys know of like Federation history and everything, you don't know of any species immediately that would have this, especially not one that existed in the time frame that this structure supposedly did.
This is pre-humanity.
That would be a very hard handshake.
Right. She'll say, I've seen a lot, but never anything like this. I have no idea who they were.
I bet they can Vulcan salute quite easily.
So you're going to continue on
Nice.
to that command center?
Yes, the control.
While you guys leave, my character will still be on the console trying to fit his hand over the thingy.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think we need to get life support up so we can get Valak down here ASAP.
Okay, so you're
Need
gonna
his help.
go up to the control center.
Yes.
Okay, you manage.
And as you walk the stairs, my character will be like, hey, wait, and I will start running towards you.
So you manage to get up to the control center. It is this, as you can see, it's sort of this hexagonal bit that, it kind of curves up behind you, but there's a massive glass dome in front of you that has this sort of hexagonal orange lining across it. And there appears to be a big central terminal.
I'm slightly paranoid and I want to scan for any life forms just one more time.
Okay.
And that would be like a hell of a view, right?
Hmm?
That would be a hell of a view from that dome.
Oh, hang on. I forgot to put this on loop. Shoot. And that's not playing anymore either. So...
Is that a reason science, Grin?
Yeah. A reason science or reason medicine. And I'm gonna say you generated a momentum off that. remember to ask me what the difficulty is before you roll.
Yeah, my bad.
So how much momentum do we have right now? So I can add it to the
You
pool?
got another one. So
That'd be we'd be at 2
It's
now.
2.
Alright, so I'll remove one.
no life signs.
All right, lead the way, Miss Corin.
I recommend we continue to go up the stairs if that's where we still are.
we're
No,
going to the
you are
control room.
you are in the control center.
Oh, we already made it in.
Yeah, as I said,
Okay.
it's this big hexagonal room that the back of it goes up and then comes down in a glass dome that meets the sides of the hexagonal room, and it seems to be coated in this orangish hexagonal grid.
But you
Okay.
can see through it, right?
Huh?
You can see
Yes,
through
you
it.
can,
Is
you can see through it, and you can.
Oh, so that's like a hell of a view.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see. You can see from it these two facilities.
All right, so I'll try and access the computers and see if I can return life support to the station.
Okay. This is going to be a control engineering difficulty 3 check, and I don't even have to spend any threat for this because this is how this is designed, and the complication range is 3.
Can I assist with my computer?
Yes.
Same
I'm gonna
control
hit
engineering.
my communicator and say, Lieutenant Commander, request you beam down in an EV suit.
Very well.
It's kind of using meta knowledge here.
I mean, we haven't been too successful with engineering so far. I'm not sure how that's meta. I know it can
If
be.
the GM allows it.
I don't know because it kind of feels like you're requesting the engineer beam down just because you know it's a hard roll.
I mean, we can RP it as we find this really big control room and we want to access everything, so we're gonna need an engineer.
We can just roll it. It's fine.
Say maybe spend some momentum, try a roll, and then if you fail, then it'd be like, okay, beam down.
Sure.
So feel
Okay,
free to
well,
use
actually,
momentum.
no. I will tell you this. This is a succeed at cost.
Oh, okay.
So no matter what happens here, you will succeed at this. But if you fail...
Alright, so can Mr. Freewill use a momentum to roll another dice helping?
No.
But
It has to be the person who's making the initial roll.
Gotcha.
So this will be
so
control engineering.
I'll use one, and I kind of want to use determination for my scientific curiosity,
Okay.
if you'll allow that. Focus in xenotech.
I will allow it.
Complication is 3, you said?
Yes, it is.
So the determination gives me a dice roll with 2 successes.
Oh, in order to buy that third die that you want, you're gonna have to spend 2 momentum.
We have
You have 2 momentum,
yeah.
so use it, yeah.
So does the determination, if you could explain one more time, does that add a success or
It
does
add-
it replace?
It adds a die. It means you buy a die that rolls a 1. So you already
Okay.
have 2 successes. So all you need is 1 more.
Okay, and I'm still rolling 3 dice for that, and Mr. Freewill.
Yeah,
Eh.
but it might be a better idea to not roll that many dice. Because
Okay, I'll just save my determination then, I suppose.
Because you're complicated. Well, the best way to do this is to use your determination, but then not roll that many dice. Because rolling that many dice with the complication range the way it is right now is really risky.
Okay.
Yeah, I
that
would
makes sense.
I would not spend the momentum then and just use the determination, get the auto with the 2, and then try and roll 1.
All right, go ahead and roll as well.
Does my
Cool.
focus in computers apply,
Yes.
right?
Yes, it does. Oh my
Oh.
god. I swear
Oops.
to God.
There we go.
2 natural ones.
And one more success for me.
So that's
3.
seven successes grand total.
So we get how
Four
many
four
momentum?
You're
Four
back
momentum.
you're back at full. Yay.
So
So
excuse me, I'll draw some momentum.
So the life support systems come back online. It's gonna take maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes before this entire facility is at Earth standard level. Apparently, this species had a slightly different breathing mixture than typical humanoid life, but that's neither here nor there.
Did the power turn on in the facility?
Yes, and power is now moving throughout the environmental systems. There is some power in this facility, but it's
So
just
can-
not. It's just not being routed anywhere.
I'll let the ship know that the station is safe to beam down in 20 minutes if they want to send more engineers or scientists.
Can we look at the main computer?
That's what you're using right now. It has this sort of orange holographic display that's splayed out in front of you in what else? Sort of a radial 4 pattern.
So can we look for the cameras around the facility or something like that?
It would
They
appear
have
that this facility doesn't really have any. It, kind of in that way that Star Trek has always kind of been a non-camera setting, for whatever
Then
reason.
like internal sensors?
You want to access internal sensors? Alright, that'll be a control engineering difficulty 2 check. Again,
I'm
with the
asking if we want to roll. I was talking with,
Oh.
I was suggesting things because I'm just an ensign, so.
I've done some sensor scans around the station already. I think it would be smart to find out more information about this. Why it was turned off, I think, is still the biggest mystery.
Okay.
Can I? I'll say computer access log when the station was powered off.
Alright. The log itself is unbelievably garbled. Because of, again, 7,500 years of decay. But there are some words that stick out at you. Evacuation, power, storage, homeworld. Completely nothing left. Survivors.
Maybe. Well, it seems like we ought to go to storage next for sure, but I'm interested by survivors. Maybe this storage is some sort of cryogenic storage.
Maybe they are on the other side of the moon or something, or planet.
We're
I'd like to
looking at half the equation.
find out from this computer who built the facility.
What do you mean who?
Who? What? Who was it? Who was there? What was there? What was the species? Who are the people?
Oh, you're trying to find a name?
Yes.
Yeah, or anything.
Okay, so the issue that you'd be running into is that you're trying to come up with all of this with no cultural basis. So this would be a difficult task to try to find a name.
Okay.
I'm just thinking about how I'd want to do this check.
Or just like what is the home world that they left to? Or, if we got that out of it.
Okay, that I would allow. That would be a reason engineering check difficulty 2. And feel free to spend momentum because you have a ton of it.
Yes, actually, I was
Oh,
just
should
about
I
to
do
say,
that?
we have a million momentum, so use it all up.
How
Because
do I-
You could use like up to 3 momentum, I'd say, for this task.
use one, it gives you an extra dice when you roll.
How do I do that?
You change the number of dice you roll in the task roll. You know how it says 2? You change it to
Right.
like 3 or 4, depending on how many you're rolling.
Yeah, just click the 3.
You get a momentum back.
But we're back at full!
Yep.
Great.
So, you managed to find something in... Actually, I forgot the... Okay. I forgot to mention, and this is my fault, technically, but I should have specified that operations using this terminal still has the complication range of 3, so that 0 is technically a complication. But I will give you this information first, okay?
Take the threat.
Okay.
Hang on. So, you get that momentum back. You manage to find the information that you want. It would appear that you managed to find essentially a map of the system. A system that has 7 planets in it.
Okay.
Ours, the one that we're in currently, has 6.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
a
so-
suspicious asteroid belt.
Yep.
Yep, there is a planet where that asteroid belt is right now. And it appears to be highlighted in gold.
I'd say that maybe the inference that most likely their home planet is the one that was destroyed.
Oh, that's slightly terrifying.
Only slightly, though.
Too much power, maybe?
Something went very wrong.
Are you going to try to do anything else with this computer?
Can I access storage logs?
Okay. You manage to, when you go to bring up the storage logs, all that appears on the screen are rows and rows of rectangles that are orange, and then, without your prompting, the rectangles sprout these lines and connect to each other. And then they connect to a small little circle that's at the bottom of the screen. And all at once, you hear this. And you feel this. As the entire ground beneath you shakes. And then all at once, you see outside the window, the sky turns entirely orange as Commander Jacoby, you on the ship looking down at the structure, a massive orange dome forms over it.
Lieutenant Commander Valak, report to the bridge instantly.
On my way.
So, once he gets over to the bridge, I'm still looking at this orange dome like stupefied. Lieutenant Commander Valak, what on God's earth is that?
Suppose I will give it a scan.
Please do.
So the scan is going to be Reason Science Difficulty 3. But
Assisted by the ship sensors?
Yep, so the difficulty goes down.
I got the ship for you.
I can roll. I'm out of the game now, so.
Yeah.
I'm back in full
I
time.
just rolled it, but I'll let you take over now. My bad.
So
fine.
now, so Valak
Now,
only has to
now
roll
Valak
those
has to
things.
roll, yep.
Okay, you did
There
it.
you go, buddy.
Give me a second. Let me quickly ping him.
Why no momentum?
Because it was difficulty 2.
Yeah, so we rolled exactly what we needed.
Um, there you go.
Sir, the dome appears to be the shield we had discovered earlier.
And it just got activated.
Correct, sir.
Let's, damn it. Ensign Corn, report in.
Nothing.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing happens.
God damn it. We're cut off from
Communications are
the...
down?
We're cut off from the troops on the ground. Lieutenant Commander Valak, we need a way through this shield. Suggestions?
Grinnin, did they hear when I did tap my communicator and tell them that we had powered life support on and that they'd be able to beam down in 20 minutes?
Yes. You did tell. You did get that.
Okay.
However, now you're getting nothing.
Yep.
Lieutenant Commander Valak, any suggestions you're willing to throw at it, I'm willing to listen.
We might try to.
Oh, and mind you, you do lose a momentum because the act of that screen going up was more or less a predetermined plot point that moves us into the next scene.
We lost all our momentum or one momentum?
One momentum.
So be it. Commander Valak?
Oh, sorry, my mic cut out for a second. Maybe we can try getting, beaming through it, trying to get sensors through it, but it'll take some time.
Beaming through a shield.
Yeah, I can tell you right
We
now.
need to get readings. We need to get readings first through it in order to even attempt anything as such. But
Commander Valak, does this shield look very durable to you? GM, does it look very durable?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
that'll be a momentum spend.
We'll take
that'll
it.
be spends.
If you're reading these energy readings right, Commander Valak, nothing that your ship's weapons can do will have an effect on them. Somehow these shields are being driven from some immense power source.
Lieutenant
Sir,
Commander Valak, could we
Yes,
find this
yes.
power source that is powering the shield?
Can we scan for it, GM?
Yes, but I am going to have you make one roll first. This is
Okay.
going to be a reason science difficulty, difficulty 2 brought down to difficulty 1 by the ship's sensors. What are your focuses, Valak?
I've got transporters, replicators, cybernetics, small craft, music, oceanography, and linguistics. I don't think it's going to be much help.
Nope.
Music's gonna be a big help here.
No.
Just like my art and gambling are gonna be.
So, yeah. Go, make the roll.
Feel free to use momentum if you wish.
I was going to say I'm going to spend one, get an extra die.
Does the ship roll anything, Jim?
Yeah, reason science. Sensor science. So it's
Okay.
difficulty 1.
Science. Starship task roll 2. Application range 1. Roll.
Okay, that's 2,
Oh,
two
momentum back.
Yep.
Momentum back.
We send him.
We're back at full again, guys.
Nice.
I only count 5 because of the scene change.
Oh yeah.
Still
5 it
close
is.
though.
5 it is.
Next roll.
It appears that whatever force is keeping the planet locked in space has ceased. The planet is slowly turning again, sir.
Turning?
It is beginning its rotation.
You mean to say that this side will eventually end up facing the sun?
Correct, sir.
Oh my god.
And with that, we are
Ouch.
going to switch back over to the crew on the ground.
What did
Will
you
that be,
do, Lieutenant?
What did I do?
Yeah, you pushed
It-
some buttons and now.
Out of character, wouldn't we feel like a gravitational shift?
Well, remember, I played
Earthquake.
I played a rumble for you earlier.
Exactly.
Oh, I see.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try and do something.
Oh, are we still on the? Is this a new scene?
This is a
No,
new
no,
scene.
no, it's not a new scene.
We're just switching over to them.
Yes, we're switching over to them. This stuff happens concurrently.
Gotcha.
I just want to scan the station and try and determine like what the rumble was. I suppose.
Okay. Reason science. Difficulty 2.
Theoretical physics, subspace physics, or quantum mechanics.
Ugh, no.
Momentum.
Yes.
If you wish. If you wish, momentum is.
I'll spend
has
one.
been disclosed.
Computers.
What did I say? Difficulty 2?
Yeah.
You got it. So yes, you
I
have.
think you said.
Can I assist?
It's already done.
It's
so you
already
don't
done.
need to.
He.
Yeah, but maybe we get a momentum.
This was this was always going to be a one-person roll.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you come to the exact same conclusion that Valak came to up on the ship. Whatever force was keeping the planet relatively stationary in relation to the sun has ceased, and the planet is slowly starting to spin again.
I would like to know how long we have until we're in danger.
A momentum
Sure.
to answer that question.
Fine by me.
In 3 hours, your location will pass over into the bright side of the planet, and you will
And-
all boil.
Dude, oh, okay, we will all boil. Okay.
Do the shields have enough protection
No.
to? Okay.
Because it's not really the shield that's the problem. It's that you're currently standing in a metal structure on a metal planet.
I will.
So what's the purpose of the shield?
To protect against enemies, of course.
That's the only purpose.
Perhaps
That
the
was-
reason they evacuated because they couldn't stop the rotation of this planet. Or hold it there and still proceed to keep this station functional, it seems.
Or
Um,
perhaps maybe you guys might have accidentally deactivated something.
This is all out of character, mind you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, just throwing stuff out there.
Can I try and strengthen communications through this station?
You gonna try and somehow access the communications network of this station?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Alright,
Try.
that is going to be a control engineering difficulty 4.
Can I assist?
Yes. That's what I'm hoping.
GM, can he assist?
Yes he can.
computers as a focus.
And I am going to spend a threat to increase the complication range by 1.
And please feel free to use momentum as you see fit.
Yep, I'm gonna spend one more, so I think we have 2 remaining.
Correct.
And difficulty 4.
So what's the complication range?
2.
Okay.
My God,
four.
Silo.
Wow.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
Wow.
Do we
There
like
you
max
go.
out of momentum right now, GM?
High five, Mr. Free Will.
Okay. So,
High-fiving back.
That'd be 2 back, correct?
so who are the people that are currently on the bridge? Ensign Bisbee?
Ensign Bisbee, myself, and Lieutenant Commander Valok.
Okay, so it's at this point that Ensign... What is Bisbee, anyway?
He's a Bisbee the Benzite.
Oh, he's a science officer. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what is Valak at right now? Is he at...
Valok is at the sensors.
He is at sensors. So we'll say that right now
Yeah.
Bisbee is at Bisbee is at tactical. And he
Oh God.
and and he looks up and says, "Commander Jacoby, we are receiving a message on a non-standard frequency.
On screen, Ensign.
There is no video with this message. However, Lieutenant,
Lieutenant Junior Grade Silo to Commander Jacoby. Captain Jacoby.
well, he is commander. Oh, I forget exactly how it works. I think if
Well, I'm pretty sure, like, the ranking officer on a starship you address as captain no matter what. Like,
Yeah,
because
he's in
control.
control.
Yeah.
Control. of the
It's
ship.
definitely captain when
Okay.
he's the captain of a vessel.
okay, right. So yeah,
So Lieutenant Junior Grade Silo to Captain Jacoby.
Go ahead, Lieutenant Junior Grade Salo.
We successfully powered up the station, including life support systems, but it appears that some sort of chain reaction happened in storage. I saw on screen some rectangles in the facility, and they lit up connected to some sort of circular device that I assume powered on these shields. And I assume you've realized by now that the planet is now in rotation.
That is correct. In approximately 3 hours, you will be cooked. We need to get you out of there.
We do have 3 hours to investigate, to learn, and perhaps stop the rotation of the planet once more if you think that would be a good idea. This structure, by my calculation, appears to be over 7,500 years old. Lieutenant Wag's speculation, excuse me, it's over 7,500 years old, and I think it would be a good idea to try and preserve this architecture and technology.
Then, Silo, your first order of duty is to make sure that you are safe. Anything else comes second. Now, you have exactly 2 hours to figure out what the hell happened at that station. After those 2 hours are gone, I want you to start trying to get back to the ship. No excuses.
Aye, sir.
Now report in. Yes?
No, a question to the GM. Does the shield allow us to leave with the shuttle?
no. It is a full-on shield. You could
Oh.
not pass through with the shuttle.
Lieutenant Silo, report. What did you find on the main computer?
The station, well, it's in ancient alien. I wasn't able to translate very successfully, but they evacuated this station, said something about their homeworld, which we were able to find out was the asteroid belt we had investigated earlier. So it seems that the race left this station for reasons unknown, and I assume left to their homeworld, which in turn got destroyed. Still quite the mystery at this point.
Have you found anything on the on the station which could be of use to you?
Elaborate. Useful in what way, sir?
You said you wanted to preserve whatever was on the station. There's got to be something around here that can help you do this, can help you stop this rotation.
I will access these computer terminals here in the control room in which we're stationed and see if we can reverse or stop the rotation of this planet. We'll also need to figure out something for the shields to be able to return, but we should try and stop the rotation primarily.
Primarily,
Uh,
yes.
While they're talking, I would say to him without comms, the storage bay.
The storage bay is a whole nother matter. I'm not sure if there's any dangers present there, but
Storage
No,
bay.
like getting out.
Lieutenant
elaborate.
Salo,
Ansel.
do you know what is in? Do you know what is inside the storage bay?
The computer system showed just rectangles, like I had said before, that lit up and they connected. This was all on screen. We haven't been to the storage facility yet, but I'm not sure we have the time anymore with the dire situation.
Lieutenant Salo, you have 2 hours at your disposal. I suggest you go investigate that storage bay immediately. If you fail, return to this console and let me know.
I will say it now. This Star Trek Adventures is a system that suggests that that encourages players to perform what is known generally as the most egregious tabletop gaming sin. This game heavily suggests that players split the party.
I'm okay with that.
We are very okay with that.
Okay.
Ensign Corin, you will lead a small security detachment over to the storage unit. Pick whoever you wish to come along with you. Lieutenant Silo, stay here and see if you can fix that planet rotating.
Aye, sir. Silo out.
You would see me like lifting one hand.
I'll take Lieutenant Wag.
You would see a disappointment on my face.
I need your engineering help here, Mr. Freewill.
And actually, not only that,
Yes,
but
sir.
Corin would feel the disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
you
she's
would
Betazoid.
definitely see me disappointment. Oh, she's a Betazoid?
Yeah,
Yes,
so
she can
when I
Okay,
say
then-
yeah, she can feel it.
Okay,
I can feel
then
your
she would
disappointment as
feel-
well.
Okay, but then you would feel more of a disappointment that you didn't pick me. Not that I really wanted to go there and see what's there. That more that I didn't go with you.
Oh,
Oh, well.
I'll just look at you and say, Lieutenant Wag, I understand that you're upset, but your expertise are needed
Free will.
elsewhere.
Free will.
Free will.
Sorry,
Ensign Free will.
free will. Oh yeah, sorry, I got them mixed up.
Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh god. So, are we gonna split off then? So I think I'd actually like to start with Corin and Wag, because I'd like to have them doing stuff. So, gonna move this to...
Storage is west or northwest?
It's southwest.
Oh.
So it's the opposite side from where you entered.
Right.
So you're just currently passing through a hallway. And you see that power seems to be moving through this area a little more readily than the other. You see how there's kind of like an orangish glow in that doorway there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it appears that this area of the facility is actually receiving proper power now.
So, what is everything on the ground? Does it look messy? Does it look neat?
I'd say quite messy. It looks like a bunch of stuff was just sort of thrown around.
Probably over time, people have come through this space.
Yeah. And let me see. Let me just check something super duper quick. Okay, that's what you got. Okay. So You're walking through, and I assume you're going towards that door.
Yeah, towards the orange light. I have my phaser set to stun, but out.
Mm-hmm. And I should have come up with something for it. Give me a moment. I'm gonna have to throw something random. Can you make me a daring security check?
Yes.
And I'm gonna spend a threat.
You have momentum as well, as much as you please. Please feel free to use it.
What is the difficulty level?
It is an opposed check. So the point is that you roll higher than the other guy.
Oh, boy.
So I just roll 2.
Yeah, unless you spend momentum.
We have 4. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and spend 1.
Okay, so we're at 3 momentum.
She has a focus in martial arts. I'm not sure what's happening.
Actually, I take that back. It's just going to be a difficulty 2.
Still, you can feel free to use momentum.
And I'd say fitness security, not daring.
That's a trap.
I changed my mind about the way I want to handle this roll.
GM, music.
What? Oh, music.
Ominous music.
Oh, right. Let me find music.
And
I didn't know what
fun.
she was. I didn't know what she was doing because I was away. But I was trying to see if she had focuses.
Hang on.
Well, she got it anyway, so it's cool.
Is this what I want?
And we get a momentum back?
Yeah, it seems that way.
Okay. So, you see this thing right here? It lashes out at you, and you barely manage to dodge out of the way in time. It would appear that its intentions weren't malicious, however. It appears to be some kind of maintenance equipment that when something passes in front of its, like, pre-designated position, it performs some maintenance action.
All right. You better be cautious about more things like that.
So, can I walk through it without getting smashed, or?
Yeah, now that you know where it is and, like, that it'll lash out at you.
All right, so now that I'm past it, I'm gonna try to make it through this doorway.
Okay. You pass through the doorway with ease, and after walking for maybe another 10 minutes down some corridors, following your tricorder directions the whole way, you wind up here.
So this light looks like it's coming from a power source, or does it look like it's being generated with these machines?
That would be a reason engineering check. Difficulty 3.
What's the difficulty? You cut out.
Difficulty 3.
Is this the storage room, we're to assume?
Yeah, it's where it was labeled on the map.
I'm gonna be using another momentum.
Gotcha.
Can I help with this, or? I don't know how helping works.
You succeeded, but you created a complication, but I'm just going to take that as threat.
Good. You would hate to have the station blow up on us now.
So, yeah. Let me, actually, because, again, this is how I do it. Was this Corin?
Yes.
Okay, give me a sec.
Lieutenant Wag, I wanted to relay some information to you about these generators, but these actually aren't generators. It seems that they're filled with some sort of extremely stable plaza compound, and these containers can generate the plasma into using high amounts of energy. But it seems the power is coming from somewhere else.
Okay, and do we know what these things are powering?
Sorry?
Do we know what they're powering?
I will take a momentum to give you that answer.
Feel free.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would appear that some of these storage units are tasked with powering the entire facility that you are in, whereas other ones seem to be more built towards just being storage for this high energy plasma.
Understood.
Okay. And we wouldn't know which one of them, if it is one, was just powering, say, the shield.
That would be another type of check.
Should definitely try to figure that out.
Yeah.
But that'll be an incredibly difficult check. I will
Yeah.
let you know.
I don't know if I'm qualified to do it.
It would
Me
be
neither.
it would be a reason engineering check.
I have a 9 and a 3. Are yours any better?
10 and 2.
We're a good match.
Yeah.
If need be, you can also.
I will allow an assist.
I was going to say you can also give him threat to gain die, just like you can with momentum.
Yep, that is also something you can do.
I'm not sure how to do that.
You just
Well,
tell
you
just
just
tell me
say-
you just tell me you want to give me threat, and tell me how much threat you want to give me.
And then we also do have 2 momentum still.
Yes,
Yeah,
so
you
feel
could
free
buy
to
a
use
dice
those
with
first.
one, and then give you another one.
Give him 2 more, I think, to get another die. Right,
So you're
GM?
gonna roll 4 dice.
So if she uses 1 momentum and then
And
gives
2
you
threat.
2 more threat,
That's
yes, exactly. That should give
that'll
you
let
4
her roll
dice.
4 dice. So
I'd suggest you do that. So yeah, take one of these momentums, and the GM, you can take yourself 2 threat for free, and you may roll 4 dice.
And is Wag helping still?
Yeah.
okay. Was that? Did I say it was difficulty 3?
4?
4. That's right.
Or we're still waiting for Wag to roll the.
Oh, yeah. So, how do I do a help?
So you just roll 1 die.
Reason engineering.
Okay.
Nope. So that's not enough successes. But I will tell you this. The power, I will tell you where that power was coming from. It would appear that this power was coming from a source deep within the planet. And that somehow activating that computer terminal in such a way drained all of the power that was stored below planet up into this storage unit here.
Perhaps they may be collecting power from the other side of the planet as well.
I'm not sure. Oh, can we still communicate with the other, with the others inside of this facility?
Yes, you can. Your communicators absolutely work at short distances.
I would want
Okay.
to relay to Lieutenant what's her name? Silo that we would try to turn this machine off as quickly as possible.
We can try and turn it off here as well. And if we're not successful, we will relay with you in storage.
Lieutenant Silo, it seems that the power is being generated from something very deep underground and being stored here as some kind of plasma. But we can't figure out how to turn off the force field from here.
Okay, hold position there, and I'll see what me and Mr. Freewill can muster and relay with you momentarily.
Okay, so it has been so before that. Let me think, because here's the thing: for them to go there and do all of that has taken them 30 minutes. So that means before this, you and Free Will have had 30 minutes
Oh, okay.
to do stuff in the control center
Gotcha.
before this information comes to you.
I want to check with Corin and Wag that they both still have EB suits on if we do turn life support off.
At this point, well, it'll be another 10 minutes before life support totally comes on, but it's up to Corin and Wag whether or not they've taken their EV suits off at this point.
I definitely have not taken mine off.
Yeah, it's still on.
Okay. I'll start out simple at first. Computer. How do I say it? Power off station.
You're trying to power off the whole station?
Yeah, I'm hoping that if I power off the station, that it might stop the rotation of the planet.
You okay there, Silo? You're like scratching a lot.
Is this better?
Yeah.
It's better. It's just that
maybe not-
occasionally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I have like kind of a cheap headset on, but maybe not power off the station, but return it to the stasis that it was in.
Okay. To revert that state will be a control engineering difficulty 6.
Oh Jesus!
When I throw those kinds of checks at you, usually that is your hint that you probably won't be able to do that at this stage in the game. You're probably going to want to find other things that you can use to bring that difficulty down. That check that you're suggesting is likely to be the end game.
Can we check for a way to turn the shield off?
You're trying to find a way that the shield... Well, the thing is, that's what Silo basically asked.
Or can we see where the shield generator is?
Yes, that I will allow. Reason engineering difficulty 2. Actually, gonna spend and I'm also gonna spend a threat to increase the complication range by 1.
Difficulty what?
2.
We have momentum, gentlemen.
I'm gonna assist as well, so that'd be 3 dice, and I think we
Uh,
both have focus
Yeah, but I
computers.
think you should do it because my reasoning is shit.
Okay. I'll roll it then. Focus in Xenotech and computers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Generate a momentum.
We will.
So we have 2 now.
Did you roll?
Are you rolling free will?
What do you want me to roll? Reasoning and engineering?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1 dice.
Complication
Complication 2.
and computer supply, right?
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Okay, so you generated, what, 2 momentum?
Yep.
That's great, just great.
Generated
So
another
yes,
momentum. Let me add that.
So yes, it would appear that the shield, that there is not exactly a central shield generator. It would appear to be some kind of, it's, you know how you have your standard shield emitter on a ship? Well, this is like, if you took a standard shield emitter and ramped the size up. So the shield emitter actually encompasses this whole place, and it's like a 2-kilometer circle hidden just beneath the planet's surface, like a few feet beneath the planet's surface. And when it activates, the stone more or less disintegrates, which suggests to you that this is a emergency measure.
Can we try and find out what was preventing the planet from turning?
Yes, you can. That's gonna be this is gonna be. I should have had you making insight checks. I'm sorry. So, insight engineering, difficulty 3.
3, you said?
Yeah.
You keep cutting out.
3, yes. Insight engineering. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. I'll spend 1 momentum.
My
And,
site is 10.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, mine as well. So just you can. You want to roll 3 dice instead this time, and I'll roll the 1.
Yes. Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Complication range 3.
No,
and
just
3
one.
dice.
The
Oh,
complication
I
Okay,
rolled
range is...
complication 2.
Well, that's okay, because you still stuck it.
Yeah.
Focusing computers works, right?
I'm gonna say no in this case.
Oh, I rolled reason and engineering. Fuck.
Well,
Okay.
that would have been a 3rd success had you done it correctly. So you get a momentum. You get the momentum back.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, you do manage to discover what was keeping the planet from spinning. It would appear that, hang on, let me drag you guys back. But, not here. Where is it? Here it is. It would appear that this central area that you are in... actually, I'm sorry, no, not there. This right here, the bit that said access earlier, it appears that from there, a large, and I mean about the size of this, little pentagonal-ish area, a massive conduit stretches straight down through the planet's core. And where it hits the planet's core, there is a massive sphere about 5 kilometers wide.
And this is now not active.
There is no power flowing through this conduit.
Okay.
And the conduit does appear to move clear through to the other side of the planet. And it's at about,
Okay.
and it's like maybe 5 minutes before you come to this revelation that the others call you.
All
Let-
right. So, Ensign Corin and Lieutenant Wag, I think it ought to be better if you rendezvous with us here at the control room once more.
Affirmative.
So that's going to be another 20 minutes for you guys to get back. And
So in that time, I want to try and maybe reroute.
so wait, before we do that,
Okay, sorry.
before we do that, that first 30 minutes, what are the commander and Velok doing?
Can we do anything?
I was gonna see about maybe trying if I can figure out the frequency of the shields to then try and beam them through an opening.
Okay. Trying to work out the frequency of that. Basically, there are two things that you can attempt to do. You can try to figure out a way to weaken the shields from here, or you can try to find out a way to slow down the planet from here. Those are what you guys are probably going to be able to do to assist.
Lieutenant Commander Valak, I think slowing down the planet is a bigger priority than weakening those shields.
Well, okay. How suggestions on on slowing down the planet?
Here's a really crazy one. Tractor beam?
A tractor beam could work.
A tractor beam could work! Lieutenant Commander Valak, could you modify our tractor beam to try and stop the planet from spinning around?
I shall do what I can, sir.
Okay. This here will be if you're going to try to modify the tractor beam to slow down the planet, it is going to be a control engineering difficulty 4, because I'm spending a threat to ramp up the difficulty. And, it will be assisted by the ship, however. It will be assisted...
Valak, I give you authority to use all the momentum we have.
And the Hadfield gets to
I was gonna
assist,
say,
I
I'll
believe,
spend-
with its structure security. I think that's how the tractor beam works. I forget how the tractor beam works.
Okay. Any complication ranges?
It's the standard complication range.
Standard, okay. Any
Uh,
focuses that the ship has?
Give me a
or-
moment. I just want to find the... the ship always has a focus.
Oh, okay.
And let me see. Tactical. Tractor beam.
Well,
Structure.
Valak did it.
Structure security.
Valak did it anyway. The
Yeah, but
ship rolled poorly.
Oh, okay. Well, you did do it. So you lock the tractor beam onto the planet, and for every you're back at 9 power by the by. For every 30 minutes that you keep this on, you will use a power, but you every 30 minutes you keep it on, you lose a power, but you give the people on the planet another 15 minutes.
Okay.
So
Captain Jacoby to Lieutenant Junior Grade Silo, come in.
Silo here.
Lieutenant Silo, we have just bought you some time. Our tractor beam is locked onto the planet, and we are preventing it from spinning too wildly out of control. You have an additional bit of time, so I suggest whatever you were planning on doing, you get it done quickly. Commander, Captain Jacoby out.
All right, let's move to the access wing.
So yeah, you all essentially meet back up and move to the access wing. By this time, an hour has passed. So with what the captain has given you, you now have 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Until we're cooked.
Until you are cooked.
No. I gave them 2 hours until they have to find a way to bail out of there.
Oh, yes, but I'm saying they have 2 hours and 15 minutes until they're cooked.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
It was going to be 2 hours, but you did something that's going to, every 30 minutes, give them another 15.
So
Alright.
total, we're gonna get 1 more hour if they
Yeah.
keep it up. Ah, okay.
Yep. Well, you're not going to have to keep making rolls, Valak. This is just you're going to have to sink power into it to keep it going.
Oh yeah, yep.
Do notify us when 30 minutes have passed so we can deduce the power.
Well, 30 minutes have passed in order to get them to the, what's it room?
Access room.
Yeah.
So we're now at 8 power.
Uh-huh.
Very good.
And the room appears to be empty, with the exception of a massive metal rectangle, not rectangle, massive metal square sitting right in the middle of the room.
No terminals or anything.
Not that you can see.
Does the metal square might be a terminal?
Insight engineering, difficulty 2.
Am I helping or no?
This will only be one person. Only one person will be making this roll.
Vlog,
Complication range?
Just one.
Vlog, how much momentum did you use? 1?
Oh, I ended up using 3 momentum. We're down to 1.
We're down to 1. So you got 1 momentum, guys. You can use that.
Okay, so the difficulty.
It's 2.
Can I use aware of my surroundings
As what?
as a value?
Well, are you spending your determination?
Oh, I only get 1 precision, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will not use it. So complication range is 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I will roll just 2 dices because I need to get 2 dices, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you don't want to use momentum?
Okay, I'll use 1 momentum. So
Use
I'll
it,
do
feel
3
free.
dices.
Was that
2
what he?
successes.
Was that what he needed?
That's what you needed.
Okay. Sitting squarely in front of the massive metal square, you actually see, sort of carved into the floor, another smaller square, but tangentially touching each of the sides of that square is a circle, and within that circle appear 4 little indents.
I would like to put 4 fingers there.
Yeah, it would appear that that your 4 fingers fit. Again, it's kind of awkward, but yeah, they fit.
Does it do anything?
I mean, just putting your fingers in there, no.
Can I twist it? Can I
Yep.
turn it?
It twists, and shining with a orangish light, it lifts up. The panel sort of slants, and then a holographic display appears in front of you.
And I would be like, "That's neat. I want one of those."
And it actually spins around to face the square inlay on the floor.
Well done, Mr. Freewill. And Silo walks up to the computer.
Thank you, sir. And now you're gonna push me away. it's out of character question.
So who is standing on the inlay?
I'm standing in front of the computer screen, or holographic.
Okay, so
whatever,
that means you're
I
that
guess
means
that's me.
so yeah, you're standing on the inlay. And yeah, there appears to be there appears to be 2 lines, one at the top of the screen, one at the bottom of the screen. The line on the top of the screen is actually sort of split into 3 parts, and the middle part appears to be blinking. And where that middle part is on the top, it is not on the bottom.
What?
So, I want to take my finger and slide the line from the bottom up to the blinking one at the top.
No, there's nothing in that middle space on the bottom.
Oh,
There's the blinking one on the top, and there's a space where it would be on the bottom.
oh, do the opposite then. Okay, yeah. I'll pull the blinking line down.
And where Lieutenant Silo was standing just a moment ago, there is currently just a massive hole in the ground as this platform just shot straight down.
Oops.
So,
Roll up a new character.
And
so
Lieutenant, hang
basically
on.
he just disappeared.
Lieutenant Silo, make me a fitness security roll, difficulty 1, to not lose your balance.
Journey to the center of the earth. fitness security.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use
And-
that one momentum.
And I'm gonna
Not
spend a
fall into
and
the
I am
abyss.
gonna actually I'm gonna spend a threat to increase the difficulty to 2.
The fiend. Ooh, got him.
Who got him? You
Got him,
generate.
boy.
You get that momentum back.
Nice.
Yeah, boy.
So you manage to keep your balance, and soon, and sure enough, the panel slows to a stop. You're still in this shaft of with 4 orange lights on each 4 orange lighted lines that go straight up, as far as you can see. But
I am down in the shaft,
huh?
I am still down in the ground though.
Yes, and it appears that somehow this has some kind of conservation of momentum technology in it, similar to the artificial gravity on your ship and the inertial dampeners, that prevented this ungodly speed from killing you.
Okay, so at least I figure that I was meant to come down here.
Yeah, because you just dropped to the center of this planet in a matter of 15 seconds.
Crap my pants.
So
alright, so there's 4 lights on
So,
each side of
well,
the-
so, but it slows to a stop. After a couple seconds, you hear a bit of a click, and then the platform slowly lowers into the room beneath it. It appears it connected with some kind of a raising and lowering platform above it, and that has lowered it down into the next room.
Any communications with the away team?
Yes, you're able to get a communication through.
Just as a thing, when he slides down with the thing, I would be like, "That is what you get if you push me around."
So
A
yes.
lot of boldness for an ensign. I'll have to tell you.
So who are you signaling?
Yeah, but
So-
nobody was around, so I can say whatever. You understand?
Well, no, the others are.
Silo to
Oh,
Lieutenant
the other
Wag.
were?
Yeah, Corin and Wag should be there.
I wouldn't say anything then.
But they would feel it. They're betas away.
I put the word.
Yeah, they would
back
feel
in
it.
my mouth.
Okay, so Silo, who are you messaging to?
Silo to Lieutenant Wag.
Are you alright? You just disappeared.
I have fallen down into the planet an unreasonable distance, but I'm okay. It seems like this technology had some safety precautions to prevent any damage. I suppose I'm supposed to be down here to power on this conduit.
Help, I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I'll keep you updated, Silo out,
Okay.
and I'll look around the room.
There's another panel like this.
Okay. I'm and I see the things on the floor.
What things on the floor?
With the 4 holes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do as Mr. Freewill did and trying to power it on. in the
Yeah,
same way.
you do something vaguely reminiscent of the Vulcan salute as you twist the panel. It spins up again. The panel appears, and it looks like it did before. Only the blinking bar is on the bottom, and the space is on the top.
Is there another panel for me to descend on? It seems like.
No, it does not.
Okay, I'm gonna walk in front of it, still very cautious and expecting the worst, and pull the line from the bottom to the top.
Are you standing on it?
Yeah, I'm nervous, but I trust it still.
Okay. So slowly the platform raises up to connect with the hole in the ceiling. You hear a click, and then shoom, you're shooting straight up again. 15 seconds later, you're back with the others.
I'm like, okay, so
Soon as
just
he
an
come-
elevator.
As soon as he comes in, I would be like, "Oh my god, I was so worried. Are you okay?"
Silo rolls his eyes and moves the line from the top to the bottom and goes back down.
That's an answer.
Are you gonna do? And then what? You're just heading back down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back down because I obviously missed something. I was gonna power it on, not shoot back up.
Okay.
So if I shoot back down in the room, I'll look for another source of technology for me to interact with.
It would not appear that there is one in this room, but there is a doorway.
Okay. I'm gonna go and listen at the doorway.
As a question, from upstairs, can we call the elevator?
It would appear so. It would appear that the line is. It would appear that the terminal has swiveled around.
Then I will definitely start heading towards that tube with that intention. If nobody would object, I would call the elevator.
Okay.
I'm gonna object and be like, "What's your reason for going down there?"
But would you let me call it, or would you stop me before?
I'm gonna like call out to you and be like, Lieutenant Freewill, like, what is your reason for going down there?
I just want to call it up so we can go help him.
I think it's a good idea. You should go down and see if he needs any help down there. It might be the way to get this thing stopped. Ensign Corn and I can stay up here, and that way we can still activate the elevator if we need to.
Okay.
While they're talking, I call the elevator, and then I will look at Corin and say, "Ladies first."
So hang on. So down in the floor below, Silo, you're listening at the door, and you hear something, but within the chamber that you're in, as the platform slowly raises up, clicks, and then the platform shoots back up, and the thing that was pushing it up lowers back into the floor.
Okay. And do I hear anything at the door then?
Nothing at the door.
What kind of door is it? Like, does it open from the middle? Or...
Yeah, there's a simple control panel that seems to still be active.
I'll open it.
Okay. It would appear that this entire area is actually powered up.
Any life forms or certain anomalies that I pick up?
You're trying to scan for life forms?
Yeah.
This will be a difficulty 0. Which means that you don't have to roll for it, but you could if you want to generate some momentum.
I'm the momentum machine, but I'm not
So-
going to do it this. Oh, I'm still rolling fitness security.
So, no life signs.
Is it reason science?
Yes.
I rolled the wrong ones. Should I just leave it?
It sounds like you wouldn't... Oh, you might have succeeded. I'll let that then, I guess. So 3 success. You get 3 momentum.
Hey.
So, no, you don't pick up any life signs.
Okay. I'm going to search for the main control panel, I suppose.
You're trying to find the central control room for this area?
Yes.
Okay, this is going to be Insight Engineering difficulty 3. And at this time, the elevator comes back down, and the other 3 members of your away team are there.
I thought
Wag
we were
stayed
splitting
above.
up, or we stayed above to activate the elevator if we needed to.
The elevator can also be activated from downstairs because Silo activated it from downstairs to get right back up, so there's no issue there. You can all go.
Yeah, but I mean,
So you,
I would be nervous, like, leaving it unwatched up here.
Okay, so is someone staying...
Wag was staying.
Wag,
Wag
are
is
you
staying.
comfortable staying by yourself?
Okay, and then both of you make a fitness security difficulty 1 check. Actually, no. I'm going to spend a threat to make it difficulty 2 for both of you.
We have 5 momentum, gentlemen and ladies. Please use them.
So complication 1
You said
and
fitness security.
Mm-hmm. To not
Both of
lose
you use momentums.
to not lose your balance.
okay, so I'll use the momentum as well.
I'm gonna use a momentum.
Okay, you get that momentum back. Ooh, I'm gonna take the threat.
Of course you are.
Well, because I'm dangerously low on threat.
Of course
She
you
has
are.
she has
Oh, so-
cautious security.
Oh,
Did
so
she reroll that?
re-roll that 0. Damn it.
Lawyer.
Damn it.
Okay.
There you go. Not
Okay.
bad.
So yeah, you both manage to keep your balance, and you find yourself down in the chamber, and you see through the open doorway. You see Lieutenant Silo.
I say, I give him a nod and I say, help me find the central control room here.
Okay.
And I would like to spend. You said it's difficulty 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'll spend 1 momentum.
Okie doke.
Okay, so we were at 4, now we're at 3.
Oof.
Yeah.
Can I assist?
Uh,
already rolled.
I'm gonna say no, because
Okay.
you didn't say it before he rolled.
Yeah, I pressed it exactly when he pressed roll dice.
I-
Okay,
I
that's
asked
not.
him-
So I am going to say that this is a succeed.
Oh yeah.
So I'll say this.
Oh yeah. He asked.
Mhm.
He asked.
I asked them both to help me find it.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
He
Fair.
might roll a 2. You
Fair.
never know.
Very well. The
Okay, what do you want me
the
to
two
roll?
of you, the 2 of you can assist.
Inside engineer.
Mm-hmm.
They can both assist.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
Come on.
No focuses, right? Computer doesn't work.
No. Ugh. And that was you only rolled 1 on an assist. But
I pressed 1 here, but it's like I don't have the colors
okay,
right here.
so what I'm saying this is this is a succeed at cost. So you will eventually find the control room. It's just gonna take you a lot longer. And that means that by the time you find this control room, you have used your second hour.
So they're at an hour. I lower our power by 2. Power of the Hadfield.
So yes, you should be at 6 power.
6 power, correct?
And we
And-
technically have an hour and a half.
Yes, they still have
no,
an hour and a half.
No, hour and 45, I think.
Hour 45. There you go. So you even have more.
All right. So we found the terminal, though, right?
Yeah, let me move you guys. Yes, you do.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll go try and power on the conduit.
Well, you go up to the door to the control room. It would appear to be jammed.
Ms. Corin?
I will knock on the door.
Nothing happens.
I tried.
Can we try to force the door open?
Absolutely. You gonna try and brute strength it?
Maybe use a phaser. Just a suggestion.
Okay.
There's like a console that we can
so
work
hang
at.
on. Here's what the roll is gonna be. It's gonna be fitness security, difficulty 3 if you're trying to push it open. If you're trying to cut it open, that's gonna be control security difficulty 4.
I just
Push
want to
it.
like brute force.
Okay.
Can
You
I
have
assist?
momentum.
I'll say yes, but only one person can assist.
The person with the highest security, please assist.
I have. What was it? Control security
Fitness security if
Yeah,
you're trying to brute force it.
I have 10 on fitness, 3 on security.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Freewell.
Okay.
So you may use the momentum that we have, Ensign Corn.
I'm gonna do that.
Complication range 1, right?
Mm-hmm. Nice. You get a momentum back.
Only if she succeeds.
No, she
Oh,
did.
she did. Oh, okay.
So yeah, you get that momentum back, and with a scrape, the door pries open as Ensign Corin and Lieutenant Freewill just pry the door.
Is he Lieutenant Freewell or
Ensign Freewill, gentlemen.
Or
Ensign.
Ensign. So as
He's
the
getting
ensign,
promotions.
shh, as the ensigns pry the door open.
That was in my mind, being a lieutenant.
Mm-hmm. So you walk in, and it appears that all the panels in this room are off, but running your hand along them, they're warm.
Warm like the rest of the room?
No,
Or
warm
only
as,
the pa-
warm as in they were on recently.
I don't feel I'd personally have time to speculate on that, so I'm gonna get right to the tech and try and power it on.
Okay. Control engineering difficulty 3.
Can I assist?
No.
Focus in computers.
Yes.
Also do have momentum.
I think I want to spend all of it to roll 4 dice.
Go for it. Ooh. Yay.
And,
I get my...
cautious science.
Nope, that
Oh.
because you made an engineering roll.
Oh yeah. Duh.
I'm getting...
What?
But I get threat back, so... I am...
Silo, what's your control?
10.
So he succeeded.
Yeah, next time let me do it.
I don't
I
think...
have 11.
I don't think
And I have cautions.
but I think it's only cautious con, so that wouldn't have helped.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
both
you're
kind
right.
of in the same. But I think we're equally matched with our control engineer.
I mean, I told you guys to take Volok with you.
So
Yeah, we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. He
And then I
also
wouldn't
thought
be
it
able
would
to
a
slow
good
down the
idea to
planet.
stay aboard.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Also
have been able
that.
to alter the tractor beam to slow down the planet. They'd already be cooked, and I'd be cooked too.
no, they'd still have an hour left either way. So
We generate 1 momentum.
do you? Because it was a difficulty 3. Oh yeah, it is. So here's the thing: you managed to power up the terminal, but the power isn't actually coming from the area that you came from. It's not coming from the control complex above you. It is instead coming from the other side of the planet.
Okay, but it's powered on nonetheless, so that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to power on the conduit and try to halt the planet.
Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna say with everything that you guys have done so far, advantages and all, this will be a control engineering difficulty 4.
And can Mr. Freewill assist me?
And can I use my computer focus?
Yes. And
And
I
it was what engineering?
control engineering, and I'm actually going to spend 2 threat to ramp up the complication range to 3.
Gentlemen, we have momentum.
We actually only have 1 at the moment.
But
Yeah, and I'm already using it.
Yep.
Use it.
Can I give you a threat to roll another one or 2 threat?
Sure you can.
Can I use the where was it? The thing that I get because I'm an ensign.
Ooh.
Untapped
Yeah,
potential.
on top potential, yeah, to get
So
more.
hang on. Well, you have to be the one succeeding at the check.
I succeeded at the previous one.
You
doesn't
have
that
to
count?
you have to declare it when you succeed at the check.
Oh,
and
I didn't know.
And you have to be the primary actor in that. You can't just be assisting.
Mm-hmm.
So
Next time.
roll one.
Yeah,
and,
remind me next time.
Yeah, roll one and hope to God that you get a crit.
Like that one?
Except.
Oh, my bad.
Well, it doesn't matter because that was a 1 anyway. But you used the wrong stats again.
Oh, I should have used control.
Control.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
rolled a 1, so. Let me see how I want to do this. I know how I want to do this. So, yes, the device starts up, and again, where is it? You feel it much stronger this time. As the power courses through the terminals around you, and what I want everyone to do is make me a fitness security roll, difficulty 5. Everybody.
Oh, you're on your own on this one.
Or actually,
right?
I'm sorry, not difficulty 5, difficulty 4.
I was saying because that's impossible at 5 with 2 dices. And no focuses for me.
Did you mean to roll that many dice, Corin?
Probably not.
What's the complication range?
Just 1.
Okay.
Forget determination, guys.
What the heck, Silo?
My bad. I just misspelled.
Ooh.
You can't roll 4 dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to roll
Well,
two
then I
dice.
have no idea what I'm doing here.
Roll
You
2
base
dice
roll
instead of
2
4.
dice. You
Yeah,
just have to get 4 successes.
Yeah, the standard roll is 2 dice.
Oh, this is the how many dice. Okay, so when you say what the difficulty is, what does that mean?
That means how many successes you have to score.
That means you don't press anything on the dice roll. Only when he says complication, and the task roll is how many dices you would use.
Yeah. So you would have
Okay.
only used it. So you all
So do you want me to roll again?
no, it's you all didn't score the number of successes you needed. And do you all see the little thing that says challenge dice?
Yeah.
I want you all to enter the number 7, click, hit enter, and then click on the little Starfleet symbol. Okay, that's 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5.
What does the Starfleet symbol mean?
Jesus, huh?
That's an effect.
That's an effect. So, you all take. Silo, you take 5 stress. Free will, you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, mark 5 off on your character sheet. Stress. Lieutenant Wag, you take 8 stress. And Ensign Corin, you also take 5 stress. Now, that is an injury for everyone, except you can avoid an injury if you spend a determination.
I've already used mine.
Okay, so that means you're gonna have to take the injury.
what's the thing with the stress? Because I have a lot of stress.
It doesn't matter. You took 5 in one hit. So mark 5 down, but you know.
Yeah, but no, you can use a value.
You don't
so
have.
I have a value that
You don't
that
need.
would
You don't. You
kind
don't.
of apply. But
You don't need a value. You just need to spend your determination.
oh, okay. But does that if I have a certain point, do I get incapacitated or something? Because I have a lot left.
It doesn't matter. You took 5 in one hit. 5 in one hit is.
Automatically, if you take 5 in one hit, that's a wound.
Yep. That's how it works. It's.
And the wounds do what?
It essentially takes you out of action.
Oh, okay. Then I use my determination.
So.
So you're gonna wanna.
Yep.
How do you get determination? How do you know how you have that?
You start off each session with 1.
Oh.
And it refills per session.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or through value related things.
So
So-
if I use it, I don't take an injury, is what you're telling me?
Correct, but you still do take the stress.
Got it.
And it also means the next injury you take will be much more severe.
Okay.
But so...
Okay, I used mine.
I'm going to use mine too.
Okay, so that means that the 3 of you managed to avoid the injury. You're all sort of knocked back up against the wall. However, Lieutenant Silo is thrown from the terminal to another terminal to the right of him. His head bangs into it, and he clatters to the floor. A trickle of green blood going down his right temple.
I'm going to call Lieutenant Wag and inform her that Silo is just injured and she needs to come down.
Just as a clarification, Lieutenant Wang is our doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And currently you've managed to figure out where you are, but it'll take about. Here's the problem. Even if she comes down, it'll take her like 20-30 minutes to get to you, and that's probably gonna take too long.
Can I work on him?
Yeah, you guys can attempt to stabilize him. You should have a basic Starfleet
Yes.
officer's first aid training, enough to stabilize the guy.
I'm actually better than that. So what's the role?
It is a well, in your case, without the proper tools, without any of that, this is going to be a daring medicine difficulty 2.
Could I help him at, like, if, say we were, like, I was talking him through it on the...
Yes, I will allow
thingy?
an assistive control medicine.
And I can use my focus, which is emergency medicine.
Yes.
Hey, that's
And
pretty good.
complication 1, right?
Complication 2, because you reminded me of it and I'm spending a threat.
Stop reminding
Thank
the
you.
GM of complications.
You don't have to ask every time,
It's not good. Just don't ask.
especially in life. and death.
Do we still have like
No, I'm afraid we don't.
I thought we still have 1 momentum.
Nope, we don't.
Oh.
All spent.
so 2 complication, 2 dices, and my focus.
Okay, so you need 1 more success, and that's Lieutenant Wag assisting
Right.
you.
No, that's with Corin. Because Wag is not with you guys
Oh,
currently.
she wanted to assist over the radio, though.
Oh, that was me speaking to you.
Oh. Then, yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Over calm.
Such regret.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, you managed to sort of tear a cloth off of your uniform and use it to stop the bleeding. Basically, what would have happened if you had failed at this, it means that Wag would have gotten to you in time. It just would have made the situation a lot worse, and she would have been dealing with a dying patient.
So now we're waiting for Wang, right?
Well, I'll be on my way down
And at this
to you, but
point,
meantime-
you guys could start making your way back to her.
Am I conscious?
No, but they could carry you.
But what we did it work?
Yes, no, he is stable and he's vaguely conscious.
No, what I'm asking about the thing that we did, the task
Yes.
before.
Oh, yes. You have that's that whole thing where you guys all got shaken up. That was the planet slowing to a halt again.
Oh, okay. So then the planet stopped.
Mm-hmm. So now you just have to figure out how to take down that shield.
Okay, so are you all coming up to me, or am I going down to meet you?
I'd say you guys probably meet somewhere in the middle.
Got it.
Isn't that elevator supports just one person?
No, it could support multiple people. You guys have just decided to keep using it separately. So are you gonna all head back up?
I mean, we are
Well,
meeting
if I'm
the
meeting
doctor
them-
now.
Right, if I meet them somewhere, I'll want to sort of assess the patient, I imagine.
I mean, she would get faster down because she's right at the elevator.
Wait, what?
And
No, because
Um,
Wag was already on her way to meet you guys.
Yeah, so we meet on the way.
Yeah. And then are you heading back up?
well, she would like to assess the patient, and
Oh.
she has a field first aid kit, obviously, with her. So maybe she can do something.
At this point, the job that that the ensign did is actually quite satisfactory. You talked it through him through it quite well, and I mean, despite being a suboptimal material to stanch the bleeding, it's good as he's gonna get, really.
Okay, so I'll meet you there, and I'll see that he's stable.
And I mean,
And-
he's vaguely conscious.
Okay, so I'll just be like, well, we need to get up and get out of here so I can get him to sickbay as soon as possible. We have to figure something else about the shields.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you go up, and yeah, those shields are still up. And by the way, by this point, a good, 20 minutes before, Commander and Valak, you get the word that the planet has stopped turning.
Oh, thank God. Well, Lieutenant Commander Vlog, the commander, it's not turning anymore. But the shield is still there. What do we do?
So at this point, you can turn off the tractor beam, and I think you guys used another power in the process.
Yeah, so we're at
Yeah.
5 power right now. I'll change it.
So now I guess trying to get through the shield.
Well, we've determined that our weapons would be no good against it. Any other suggestions?
I don't know. Do you want to try reasoning something out, Valak? Because that could
Yeah,
you
let's-
could make a reason engineering roll. And by the way, now that you
Yeah,
guys
let's-
have shut off the thing, you lose a momentum scene change.
We didn't have any.
Yeah, we
Oh,
don't have
so-
any moments. So
All right. To figure this out is going to be a reason engineering difficulty 2. And this is just to figure out what you're going to be doing.
Nice.
How did you roll that many dice?
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't mean to. It's
Want to just count the first 2 then?
Yeah, I will count the first 2. So, yes, you did make the roll. Let me message you super duper quick.
Can we find the shield emitter?
Hang on.
We already tried to do that, and we reasoned that the shield was a few feet underground, but it was like an extremely large disc. We couldn't
Nothing we
really
could do with
access
it.
it. It seemed.
Oh, okay.
This one's all block.
Yeah, this one is to Vlok.
No, I'm saying he's just got it.
He's got to have it, otherwise we're gonna be stuck in here for a while.
Well, sir, similar to the tractor beam, a phased baryon particle beam could provide a strain on the shield. Not enough to bring it down, but would drain it a bit.
And what would draining it give us, exactly?
It would mean that it would be easier for the others to shut it down from their end.
Then Commander Vlog, get on it.
Very well, sir.
Okay. This one is going to be Control Engineering, difficulty 3, but the ship is assisting with its, structure... No, it's science and... No. Structure science.
Okay.
And... I am going to spend a threat to increase the complication range.
I'm gonna spend a determination with my value on to the next miracle.
Alright, I'll allow it.
You go do that.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget, Jacoby, you can give him another one.
Oh, if I use my determination, right?
Yes, as commanding officer, you do have that. You do have that.
What's the difficulty again? 4 or 3?
I said 3.
With a complication range of 2.
Yes.
And we already have a guaranteed success.
Guaranteed 2 successes.
I don't think we need my determination then.
Oh, that's correct, but I'm saying, just, you do have that
I
option.
keep that in mind, yes, of course. So, Vlok?
Yes, he just makes it.
And I roll the ship.
And you get a momentum.
Yay.
Yeah, it was only that first one that should have done it, but that doesn't really matter. Anywho, you guys managed to, I assume, regroup in the control room. The time doesn't matter so much now that you've stabilized the planet again. And looking at the terminal, yeah, it appears that something is draining the shield from the outside.
So, do we find a way to actually stop that shield?
Check out
With-
some of the terminals, maybe.
Yep, this will be a reason engineering task, difficulty 2.
Oh, my reasoning is really bad.
Attempt it. You have a momentum, you can also spend that. We just got one.
I mean, does anyone else has their reasoning good?
And engineering as well.
I mean, Silo is back on his feet. He could do it.
Oh, then yeah.
What do I need to do?
Because
Reason
now that
engineering.
now that the scene has changed, you guys have managed to heal yourselves up with the doctor's assistance.
Reason engineering and
Reason engineering.
Mm-hmm.
what am I trying to do?
Access the terminal to
Alright,
try and shut down the shield.
Well, no, you're trying to figure out how you're gonna do it.
Right, you're trying to make up a strategy.
Yes.
Theoretical physics.
I will allow that.
Fuck me.
Ouch.
Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
boy.
Wait. This is a
That's
bit late,
awful.
but we have a momentum. I mean,
It doesn't super matter.
Yeah.
But and that also means no one can assist you. So basically this was to give you guys an advantage to see if you could come up with a way to
Can we do something with the things in the cargo? Cause the girl were like doing something there.
you
was
want to try
thinking
you want to try and reason so yeah, it seems that you're not going to be able to get any kind of advantage from here, but yeah, you could try and go to the cargo place.
Storage.
Yeah, storage. But I will say, again, to maintain this while they're doing that, it's going to be another power.
I mean, in this room that we are right now, there's only one terminal, right?
Right. It's a big one, but it's one terminal.
wait. So
Can-
the Hatfield will have to spend another power if they wish to do that.
If you guys want to go to the storage room and try to work something out from there, yes.
Can we work from this terminal to actually access something
The
to
thing
do
is-
with the shield?
Well, that's the thing. You just tried to do that.
Oh, okay. So then we need to go there.
You just tried to
Yeah, the
do that and you
Hatfield-
failed.
The Hatfield will spend the power for you guys to go into storage.
Okay.
Can we just cut randomly wire? Or can we just cut wires randomly?
No, this is going to be insight engineering.
Yeah, no, we go to the storage. Just joking.
Insight engineering, difficulty 2.
What's your inside engineering? Free will.
I have 10 inside free engineering.
Okay, me as well, but you go ahead and roll and I'll assist you.
Can I use that momentum?
Sure.
Yes, you may use that
Yep.
momentum.
Does computer apply
No.
as a focus?
Nope.
Uh,
Wait, you only
Okay.
rolled 1 die. You can reroll.
That's,
I'll
that's
let you
Silo.
reroll.
Silo is
I'm,
assistant.
I'm
Oh.
assisting.
Oh,
His head still hurts, I guess.
yep. That makes sense. Hey,
No,
There
no
we
You
bother.
got it. There
Nice.
you go.
and you get that momentum back.
Sweet.
So yeah, based on your reasoning, you could theoretically jury rig a couple of these modules to each other, because some of these modules are actually a little bit drained. So what you could theoretically do is empty the module that's powering the shield into the other modules, and then reopen it to the shield. What that would cause is all the energy in the shield to collapse back into the storage module for about 30 seconds before the entire system resets itself and the shield turns back on.
I might want to tell you, just out of character, you might want to let us on the ship know about this.
yeah, I was thinking exactly the same thing to tell Corinne that. So if she wants, she can relay that up. I would suggest that she do that.
We would have to go back to the main control room
Yep.
where we have communication with the ship.
Yep, and that'll take another
Yeah, but-
power.
I
I
mean, we
will-
can radio her. There's not a problem, and
Give
she
you
can
just
do that.
power.
Cause
Yeah, oh, unless you guys stayed there in the control room.
Oh, did somebody stay in the control room? Anybody?
I mean, from what I understood, everybody went there, right?
Everybody went to the storage, yeah.
Okay, so
I
No.
can
We'll have
stay
to
in
go
the
back.
control room.
if you want it to be that way, sure. I'll allow it. We're trying to wrap this up. So yeah, you communicate to the Hadfield and they know your plan.
Okay, Lieutenant Commander Volok, prepare to pull them out of there.
We'll be
I-
ready, sir.
I was asking, what should we do about the shuttle?
Leave it.
Shuttles are. We can leave the shuttle, no problem.
No problem whatsoever.
We'll get another one.
I would be. Are you sure?
Like candy. We can afford it.
No reply.
Okay, so, are you gonna try it?
Yep.
Okay. This is going to be a control engineering extended task.
Oh boy.
This is going to be a difficulty 2, and the work track is 10, resistance of 2. No, resistance of 1. And yeah, that sounds about right.
What's your control, Free Will?
11.
Okay, this one's all you.
Mm-hmm.
And you can assist him, Silo.
Mhm.
Oh, I can assist on extended tasks?
Yes, I allow that.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so
Contr-
life is. I want to use a value.
You've
So
already
life is-
you've already used your determination for the session.
To escape the
okay.
wolf. Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
None of you have determination.
So
Except me.
2 dices, and does computers apply as a
Nope.
focus?
Not in this case.
Emergency medicine?
Nope. You have no focuses that apply here.
Xenotech?
Actually, what are your focuses? Let me take a look at you.
I mean, it's warp drive, combat maneuvering, culture studies,
No, I'm gonna say
and
no.
phasers. Yeah, so there's nothing else.
What
No.
about Silo? Xenotech, theoretical physics, subspace physics.
Xenotech counts.
I feel like quantum mechanics too. So
Xenotech in this case.
Sweet.
I would also allow something like, energy plasma systems to work. Because you're basically doing something funky with the power system of this alien facility.
Yeah, you're transferring power from shields to other places.
Mm-hmm.
okay. I'll roll my 1 die.
Aren't you gonna do it, and I will assist?
Oh,
he-
No,
he
you're
is
the one.
assisting.
You're the one doing
Oh,
it,
okay.
Luke. So control engineering. Okay, that is a success. Roll me 5 challenge dice.
that's you for you. Hey.
So that's
Nice.
3 on the work track. And how much momentum do you have?
One.
One?
You could spend another momentum to make it 4 on the work track.
I mean, will that realistically give us anything except speed this process up a bit?
Yes.
Yeah, we
I mean,
can
well,
we
yeah.
can spend it.
Sure, if you say so. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that's
And
4 work done.
now, can I use my untapped potential?
Yes. Yes, you can.
And I will use 1 challenge die, right?
Roll 1 challenge die.
There we
Oh,
go.
you
Free
al-
momentum.
Wait, how did you roll 2?
It says
I-
rolling 1 dice. So
You
you
should have
rolled
only.
one die.
So I'll take that 1. So you get 1 momentum. And if you want,
Okay.
you could spend it to bring your work up to 5,
Do you want to do that?
and that'll be a break.
Yes.
That will be one of the 2 breakthroughs you need.
Very well.
Yes.
And the difficulty is now 1. So do that roll again, Free Will and Silo.
Ouch.
Don't worry. I don't have it either.
So
Oh, no.
I'm seriously worried that you have a concussion.
so
Yeah, something's
no
been wrong.
so no work gets done that time. Give it another shot.
Needed a coffee break.
Okay, that's the 1 success you need, and you generate a momentum. So roll your challenge dice. The 5 challenge dice.
Oh, sorry. I'll roll
Why did
4.
you?
Oh
walk-
no. Roll 5 dices. It says here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
roll
you
5
did.
dices.
You only got 1.
Okay, I would suggest spending that momentum to re-roll the 4 that didn't get anything.
Roll
Yeah.
4 challenge dice now. Free will.
There we go.
There we go.
That brings you up to 9, I think, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're.
Use the momentum I generated to end it.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
There we go.
Yep.
Works done.
So, yeah, you manage to drain all the power into other containers and fill them, and so you're left with one big empty container. Let me move you guys back to... I'm sorry, I forgot to move you back here. So you manage to empty one of the containers, and then with the press of a single button, the container fills up in a matter of seconds. And up on the ship, shields are down.
And Commander Valak, beam them up right now.
Okay, that will be a control engineering check. Difficulty 3. No,
Okay, Valak,
4.
I believe in you.
Difficulty 4 because I'm spending a threat.
Oh,
Give
you're
him some
kidding,
more.
right?
Give him some more heckin' threat.
And I'm going to spend another threat to raise the complication range.
Okay,
To difficulty 4.
Valak, give him 4 threat for 2 extra dice.
Or you know something.
Use your
Jacoby?
determination.
Say you ordered me. I can use your determination.
Exactly. Use my determination. I inspire you so greatly. Please, do something.
And then I do also have the transporters and replicators focus.
That works. Absolutely. So you already have 2 successes. Now you just need 2 more.
You can do it. Assisted by the ship?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Actually, I think that now that I think about it, I think that does make it difficulty 3 because I think to do a transporters check, the ship uses its... Please say sensors. Where is it? Going to war, bridge positions.
Yeah, till he finds that. I mean, soon as I finish that and we succeeded, I was just jumping out with one hand in the air, being happy. So that's the way I would be transported.
Hold on. Gotta find it. Ops. Where's
Oh,
ops?
GM, you're killing me here, goddammit.
Deploy security, tractor beam, hailing frequencies, respond to hail, powered management. Transporters, here we go. Sensors engineering, difficulty does go down by 1.
Yes!
So
So we get it.
So we've succeeded.
You succeed, but let's see if the ship generates you any momentum or creates a complication. Because if there is a complication, I am going to use it.
And
Okay,
drums
so
are rolling.
what do I roll?
I
Sensors and...
think it was... No.
Sensors engineering, probably, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah,
was
that
it.
sounds right.
Complication range 2?
Yep.
God bless us. Hey, hey!
You were only supposed to roll 1, but whatever, you got it. So you generated a momentum. So, in a flash of light, and I feel it's fitting considering that they're all on different parts of the base. Given like the size of these transporters, you actually both beam into separate transporter rooms. And all 4 of you are back aboard the Hadfield.
It's gonna be anyone with me in the room.
Yeah, it's you and Silo, and Corin and Wag.
Yeah, I mean, I will immediately fall down when we beam because I was jumping in the air. And as soon as I was teleported, when I got back in, I was like on the ground level. So basically, my body had like half a meter to take in consideration falling down. So I was like directly falling. So I will fall down on my face.
Beautiful.
This is some big mathematics going on here.
Yeah, my transporting is just okay. I did it. You're moving. Why are you moving?
Yep.
Crew of the Hadfield, this is Captain Jacoby. Report to the bridge.
So yeah, all 4 of them managed to report to the bridge.
I would just get up and look at the lieutenant and wiping my clothes, and I would be like, Lieutenant,
Which one?
you were the only one with me in the room.
Silo.
So I was just wiping my thing, look at you, and just acknowledging you by saying, Lieutenant.
Ah,
He like starts walking out the door and gives you a pat on the back and thanks you.
And while we were moving, I was like, the girls doesn't need to know about this.
So you guys going up to the bridge?
Door. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
So you're all on the bridge, and here, let me do. Not this. This. So that's on the. Oh wait, no. You guys should actually be on the bridge.
that's not the bridge.
Yeah, I know it's not the bridge, guys. I'm working on
Clean
it.
We'll
on
get
bridge.
there. We'll get there.
There we go.
There you go. You're all.
So I assume you all get up here and assume your stations, correct?
No, Captain, I'd like to take Lieutenant Silo to sickbay to check him out. He got a pretty nasty smack on the head.
Granted, Lieutenant Wag. And while you're at it, assemble a medical report for Starfleet about Lieutenant Silo. Lieutenant Silo, as soon as you get better, I want you to assemble a scientific report for Starfleet. And Ensign Corin, I want you to assemble a security report about this station for Starfleet.
Will do.
Yes, sir.
All the reports.
All of the reports.
This is the actual job of a lieutenant, writing reports.
Ensign Freewill, get us back to Narendra Station.
Well,
Warp 9.
Well, you're not gonna go back to Narendra Station. Narendra Station is like 3 weeks away.
Oh, and where are we going then?
Remember what your mission is?
To scout out this system.
Not just this. No, your ship's mission profile.
To explore and do things. Well, how does the intro of the Next Generation go? To seek out new life and new life forms.
No,
New civilization.
the intro for the Hadfield goes not intro for the Hadfield. The mission profile for the Hadfield is pathfinding and reconnaissance, which means you're just going straight out into the unknown and finding stuff.
Yep.
Very well.
Like the
Lieutenant
original
Freewill.
series.
Lieutenant Freewill, take us to the next uncharted system. Full sensors range.
Yes, Captain, just a question. Shouldn't we do something about the big planet generating thing?
We
We'll make a
also
report
don't
to-
know why
Make a
the
report to
other planet
Starfleet.
was destroyed.
Make a report to Starfleet. I think they can make of it what they will. Our job was to survey here, and I think we've completed that job. Would you not say so?
One planet.
On one planet, which
Heading
had
out of
anything
here.
on it.
All right.
Uh,
Hang on, and I just gotta find. God, so many sound effects. Okay, here it is. And with that, the Hadfield jumps to warp, credits roll, and that, my friends, was Dark Side of the Sun.
please play the Next Generation end song, please.
Here, let me find it. Let me find it.
Please.
Let me find it.
So the next session is tomorrow, right?
No. Hang on. Let me just stop the stream.